Let's go, everybody. Woo! Thought I had a technical malfunction there for a second. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Let's go. I see you all. Dank, Alex, Veggie. How you guys doing, guys? Good morning. I feel great. I don't know if I had a little cold or something last week or so, but man, I feel fantastic today. I got some dabs here, guys. I busted out a new rig, every couple days, changing the rigs out to another clean rig so I could clean up those rigs. So I swapped out the Earl Jr. Synergy as white Merc color. Swiped out the Earl Jr. Infinity rig and pulled out the Geodome. How you doing, Mark?
Hey, what's up? What's
Good
going on,
morning.
guys? What's up, Alex? Hang on, let me get my head. Let me get my AirPod in.
All right. Yeah, we got some dabs here. I got some shatter here. I might be opening up some more shatters. We got a whole bunch more of the honey leaf for like $10 a gram, I believe, out the shop. And then I've got these diamonds from Astronauts, another $10 a gram. And then if shit goes too crazy, we still got that punch extract shatter over here. I got my boy
got
Ryan from Bakersfield coming
that
down.
extra,
What'd you say?
that extra, that punch,
I just didn't like it a whole lot. I
that's
never liked it, and I got
yeah.
the wrong one because of how they had the packaging set up. If I would have seen it this way, I wouldn't have got it. But they had it this way. Uh,
Right. No, they knew what they were doing. They know people don't buy that
well,
as
the worst
much,
part
so
was I
they
asked him how much the fucking
flip it
price
around on
was,
you.
and he goes, "It's $10 a gram," and that's 13, and
Yeah.
it's the one I don't even like. So it's like I wouldn't have paid more for it. That's for damn sure. Uh, put that shatter in a blunter joint. I might, Alex. Got to do some dabs here. My boy Ryan's coming down from Bakersfield. Don't know when he'll show up. It's about a 4-hour drive roughly from me.
Shit. What was I in? No, I was in Barstow. That was Barstow. We were driving through here. We stopped. Well, yeah, when we were moving, we stopped in Barstow, not Bakersfield.
That's hilarious, Clara. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Here, I wanted to show you guys this real quick. I had it up there. My kid, Sebastian, when they become teenagers, it's hard to get them to smile a whole lot. But man, when we go on these dolphin swims, this was the last time we were in Cabo. That is a genuine smile right there. He loves swimming with
Hell yeah.
dolphins, dude. And look at that curly hair, dude. His hair is like water resistant too.
Yeah.
Put water on it, just like shoots right off it. All right, dab time. Yeah, my wife has like straight hair, but she perms it. But my hair's naturally like kind of wavy and curly because I'm Italian, I guess, or Irish. Maybe actually I'm more Irish. Maybe it's the Irish in me. Who knows? All right, let's do this, guys. Yeah, I know. This is a good pick. Yeah, I never thought about that. That is a good pick. I got a whole bunch, guys. I got a book. Let me show you this real quick. It's pretty cool. I think I showed it to you. So we got this book also with it. This is really cool because they make you a book and they send it to you. So it's an actual book. And then in the books, all of our pictures.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we got other pictures too, but they do the book thing, which is always cool. It's yeah, it's pretty cool. Do they got the one where I was underwater in this one? Maybe it's in the other one. But yeah, we got to dive underwater with them too, which is really cool. There's a couple cool ones. But yeah, we're gonna be down there again here in about 29 days.
Oh yeah,
I guess my
sounds like
underwater one
another
somewhere.
fun, memorable time for the
Exactly.
family.
Let me put this back real quick.
Good. Yeah. I mean, if you go to the Ocean WW, you can probably find one, get it done for free.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
you
doing the
gotta.
dolphin swim this time. Seb wants to do it every single time we fucking go down there, and we've done it like the last 3 cruises. So, we're
Yeah.
doing something different. We're gonna do an ATV ride and shit. So that should be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Have
But
you heard
yeah,
of the?
that's you gotta create those memories while you can.
Yeah, that dolphin was a female dolphin, Alex. But the other dolphin we had
That doesn't
before it
mean
was a male dolphin.
hey. That doesn't mean that you still can't get raped by a female dolphin.
Snoofu, right?
Are you talking about the LSD experiments they did?
Oh, I did. I do. I think I remember that now that you say it. Refresh my memory.
Is
What'd they
that
do?
what WW is talking about, where they try to get uh try to teach a dolphin to speak? So they had it living with a human woman, but
She was like
he just kept
masturbating the dolphin.
she kept the dolphin kept wanting to mate with her, so she ended up jerking off the dolphin.
She said she did it to calm the dolphin down, right?
Yeah, but the dolphin was more receptive to the lessons.
Uh,
So yeah,
Stella
then
Nova. I
it
am in.
still wasn't working.
Yeah,
It still wasn't working. So they're like, okay, well, let's have him drop LSD.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, dang, what are they gonna? What's the dolphin gonna say? More hand jobs.
It seemed like the lady who hung out with the chimp.
Got her face ripped off.
Yeah, they said she was probably doing other things with it too. No, I meant the one that made it illegal to communicate with dolphins in Hawaii. They use.
Used
Huh,
to give birth near the dolphins.
that's crazy. Well, I know in most places you can't even do the underwater rides with the dolphins. Like when I was in Puerto Vallarta, they wouldn't let me do it, but in Cabo I could. Cheers, guys. First dab of the day, baby. I love this rig. This rig hits so good.
What old knowledge do dolphins have? What are they gonna have? How are they gonna like? Do they just pass it down word of mouth?
Have you been
They
watching
don't have books.
Hitchhiker's Guide to
They
the
don't have
Galaxy?
dolphins. Don't have books. They can't because the books would get all wet.
Woo! That's how you do it.
I mean, they are smarter than humans, but how would they hold old knowledge? Like, how are they going to pass it to each other? Do they like communicate to each other, like word of mouth, or like telepathy? Like, because I don't care how smart you are. You ever play a game of telephone?
Oh, I
Like,
know.
shit's gonna get messed up, somewhere along the line. It's just, yeah. Like, how are they gonna have old knowledge? Or maybe it's just those people that put crystals up their asses and do handstands in the moonlight that believe shit like that.
Yeah, this one dude had an interesting thing. He goes, we can't communicate with dolphins and whales. Whales have been around for a very long time too. And he says, maybe intelligence is different for every creature. There could be an intelligence. We think of an intelligence as we build cell phones, computers, we take rockets to the Mars. But, they said that these other animals, they don't have hands and they can't do that. So their intelligent might be family and communication with, keeping, more like a close knit family. And that's what more they focus on communication with. That's why a lot of these, whales and shit, they live in these big pods and shit. And, it could be, their knowledge is totally different than what we can even comprehend. You know what I mean?
I mean, probably it's just how are they going to hold that knowledge?
Well, they like, it would be the same thing as us.
They
You
just
still
remember
talk.
it.
Yeah, you just talk to each other.
No,
Yeah,
no. We the way we hold knowledge is we write it down.
right.
We
But
record
but
it
they could have a better
so
memory
people
than
can
us.
know it.
Maybe they have a better memory.
So a
I
whale
think
pod
a whale's
in one
brain
part of the
is like the
world
size of me or
is
something.
going to know the same old shit that another pod is going to know in a different part of the world.
Well, you gotta figure here's what you gotta understand, Mark. For millions of years, people wasn't writing shit down, I mean, for
Yeah,
well, not
I
millions of
mean
years.
they had
For,
cave
like,
drawings, they had
thousands of
pictures.
years, people wasn't writing it down. Egyptians were some of the earliest people actually writing anything down, and, before that, all the tribes and all the people, even cavemen and shit was just, telling stories, and it was just that's how they communicated, and it did work. Otherwise, if it didn't work, we wouldn't be here where we are today.
Well, they also had cave drawings and shit,
Hmm.
cave paintings.
That wasn't writing though. That was just like, "Here, look what I did today.
Well,
I
I know they
stabbed
didn't
I
write,
stabbed an
so
elephant or something."
they played a game of Pictionary instead.
Right, but how does that yeah, but I don't but that ain't the same thing because it ain't like you draw on the board like, "Hey, I stabbed an elephant," and you look at it and you're the next day and you're like, "Oh, is that what I'm supposed to do? Stab an elephant?"
I
Like
mean, it's like the same as a picture book, between a regular book. Their brother's going to tell a story just in different ways.
yeah.
Like here's these guys that are hunting a mammoth in this cave drawing. I mean, it's really simple, but that's the story of how they killed a mammoth one day.
Right, but they don't have ever what other stories do they have on these cave walls? That's about it.
I don't know. They don't really have much because they didn't do much.
Like, I think the only ones I've ever
They
seen is
didn't
possibly,
they didn't
sitting
they
around a
didn't
fire, possibly.
they didn't wander far away from their caves for fear of being eaten.
You watch The
You know,
Croods too,
they
huh?
they're not yeah, they're not they don't really have a whole lot of things to write down and
Uh,
draw other than we went out of the cave and hunted a mammoth, and we also saw this on our way out there, but now we're
yeah.
back in the cave. It's just what I'm saying is people are giving all these attributes to these mystical attributes to these animals that
Well,
are just animals.
the other thing is I think a lot of it also is lifespan. The animals that have the longer lifespans, like the big whales and shit, I think that's more likely that they're gonna have some kind of long intelligence. The other thing is you got animals that the smartest animal probably is like, what is it? Like the crow is very smart and the octopus is very smart. But the octopus and crow don't live very long. The octopus lives like 3 to 5 years, I think they say. So they say, that could be an issue with how smart you are. You could be the smartest thing in the world, but if you don't live long enough, you ain't gonna be able to achieve anything with
Yeah, and the crow died when he was what in his 20s.
it. Haha. But yeah, have you ever seen what crows and do? They'll like the one crow did the craziest thing I've ever saw was the one there was like a seed floating in the bottle and it couldn't get it out of the bottle. So it went and got rocks and put rocks in the bottle to displace the water to move the seed up so he could get the seed out of the bottle. Like
Yeah,
literally, that's so smart that I guarantee there's humans that couldn't figure that one out.
Claire. Every time someone mentions Jonah, they people assume that's a whale because the only thing living in the ocean big enough to swallow a person or at least keep them in their mouth would be have been a whale. But in the Bible, it always says it's a giant fish and not a whale.
Oh yeah, that's what they thought. You know what? I watched this whole thing on it. They thought it was like a, was it a grouper? I forget. There's this one fish that's huge. And they said, they were like, this is a type of fish that possibly, has a big mouth and it like just opens up. I forget the name of it. I watched this show where this guy catches like all these crazy fish all over the world. And there was this one fish that's just fucking gigantic. Does anybody remember that? Do I gotta pull up ChatGPT? What's that giant fish that they think was swallowed
I don't
Jonah
know.
and it wasn't a whale?
I don't know. I don't
Oh
know.
no, I'm talking to ChatGPT.
Uh, it's just I don't know. It's one of those stories in the Bible that doesn't make sense when you think about it. But it's all like, oh well, yeah, he had faith. That's how he survived. But
But what is the giant fish is called?
it's a giant fish.
I know this thing went into this giant thing about Jonah for some fucking reason. No, the real giant fish. What is the biggest fish in the world that can almost swallow a human?
Well,
That
you're asking
ChatGPT
ChatGPT.
used to be good, but we're having some issues. It's a Goliath grouper. Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't know. Well, ChatGPT isn't a search engine. It just gathers information it
Hey,
grabs
dude,
from
it usually
other.
works. It usually works.
Okay, it just it grabs the information from other websites, whether it's right or wrong, and compiles it into into
Right. Oh,
one
I know.
place.
All right, check this out. Look at this fish. This fish is huge. Some of these fish. Look how big that
It's
fish
not big
is.
enough to
This
swallow a
no,
human.
no. Look at you're not seeing some of the big ones. Look at this one. It's the size of the fucking boat. This one over here on the
Okay,
right. Well, you got to figure humans were also
put a
smaller
human
back.
being alongside that thing. It's still gonna nah. It's still not like they would have to be
Well, these
they'd have
humans
to
are
be curled
probably
up in a
they
ball.
were. I don't. I'm just trying to show you. There, I can't show you all of them, but there's some that are really fucking big. Like, look at that one. Damn it! Look at that fucker. That could damn if you're a smaller person, it would suck you in. You might fucking not be, like, completely swallowed or, it might spit you back out. Be damn right that fucker can swallow you. These fish, they're how they bite is insane. Their mouth opens up huge, and they just suck you in like a vortex.
I mean, yeah, but that would kill you. It would like
I don't
instantly
know if
kill
it
you.
would kill you. I mean, I've seen fish get sucked into fish's mouth, and they get spit
I
out just
mean,
fine.
you're not gonna be able to just walk right out the fish's ass. I mean, it's gonna kill you when it does that.
Well, I'm just saying it might spit you back out. See, because I mean, that was the whole
Okay.
story, right? He was swallowed and spit back out?
Yeah, but how long? It said that he stayed in that thing for how long?
Yeah, I mean, you know how stories go.
Like I
Like you
don't
said,
know the amount of days.
we just talked about the game of telephone.
No, that would give them that would give them issues. That gives them a lot to live up to.
Hello, Goliath. And he's like really short.
Yeah, that would give them some. Yeah, that would give them some issues to growing up. Definitely.
Uh, But yeah, I don't know. That was an interesting one. I never really heard of that giant group, that Goliath grouper, but I saw this guy catching them, and their story, like you're seeing what pics we're seeing, but there's stories of them being even bigger than that. So I mean, you can imagine if there's like some freak ones out there that are like the Shaquille O'Neal, Goliath groupers, it's going to be even bigger than any of those ones we showed you.
Mm, I don't know. I really don't believe that happened, but that's me.
Oh, well, I mean, who knows? I mean, well, how many
I
stories in the
mean,
Bible do you believe happened? Like the story of Noah
none.
and the flood, that is a story told over many cultures, over many years. Many religions have a story very similar to it. So that almost indicates that
Okay.
that did happen, and it's a game
Well,
of
but
phone tag
okay,
again.
so over many cultures, all these over many cultures, right? Over all those cultures. But wasn't the whole point of the flood, which to wipe all those fucking people out and only have certain people there. So how are all these cultures from all over the world have these same stories, but how they shouldn't have survived?
Well, no, it'd be the same story. It just was, eventually, as people get spread out, the story
But
changes.
they should have died, but from the flood.
Well, no,
So
no,
you're
no,
saying
no.
Noah's family
They'd still be a part of
are the
Noah's
only
family.
ones,
I
and
would
they
say no,
spread
no.
across?
I would say every one of those cultures is still part of Noah's family. Is what I'm getting at.
Okay, so Noah has some Asians in his family.
Well, no, 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 no,
When
no.
those people went over to Asia,
Okay, so
and he has some
you're not
Africans in his
understand.
family, and they
See,
went down to
Noah,
Africa, and
what honestly, what really probably
he has
happened to
some
Noah
Native
is
Americans in his family, and they went to
it happened way longer than what people think is the real honest truth. Because people think, how many years do you think you happened? Like what, right before Egypt? No, it happened probably
20
like
years ago.
13,000, probably 13,000 BC, when the youngest, driest, when they had that big ice thing and everything happened. That's when it all melted and shit. So it happened probably like 13,000 years ago. So then it happened. All the people then repopulated the world. And as they spread out, the story was, told and slowly changed.
Yeah,
And,
and
I
those
mean,
little white kids turned Asian,
hey,
and the
hey,
other white kids turned Native American,
what you think
and
everybody came out a certain color? No, we all started as one race, and then we, split up. It isn't, well, nobody started
but the
as
story of
rebellion.
Noah happened like after all these different races already occurred. Already had
No, no,
the
see,
story
so
happened.
no, it didn't. There was no year for it. That's what I'm saying. The year it actually probably happened was almost 13,000 BC, way, 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 way before the Egyptian time, and
but
that's when it
but
happened.
after the continents became their own separate things.
Oh yeah, of course. Because they were able to cross land bridges and ice bridges to get across, and a lot of people sailed and shit. But yeah, no, no, no. See, there was another civilization probably back then. It's the whole theory. That's where the Sphinx came from.
So that civilization was spared.
No, they're gone. That's why you don't know
Oh,
about who built the Sphinx and the pyramids.
oh, it was the Jews.
That's the conspiracy.
I mean, they were enslaved by the Egyptians to
Well, I mean, there's a very good theory that there was another civilization here a long, long, long time ago, and we didn't know about it because there's so many things around the world that we just still don't understand. The Sphinx in general is a great one because it is totally had to have been built before the pyramids, or before some of the pyramids anyway, because the face was noticeably changed. It was probably a lion. It was probably pointing towards the constellation Leo at the time, and they said that would have been almost 12,000 BC. And then if you notice all the erosion, water erosion, there was a heavy flood that came through, which could have been the Noah flood, which took out everybody, and it also, messed up the Sphinx. And then when new civilizations came around and the Egyptians came back around to Egypt, they saw the Sphinx and they changed the carving in it, and they saw these massive pyramids. And then they started copying the pyramids, because what happened is, if you actually look at it, the Great Pyramids, the three big ones that are perfect and way better than all the rest, those ones were actually the oldest ones, they said. Which is then all the other pyramids, the step pyramids and all the other pyramids, they're even worse. They don't look as good. They're not shaped as good. And what they did is they probably tried to copy the pyramids. But, nobody starts out by building a Tesla and then ends up with a bicycle. You don't go backwards. I think there's a lot going on now that's gonna might prove that there was another civilization in the past, especially with these SAR scans on the pyramid showing possibly something underneath it, which would have been very similar, they said, to what Tesla was building, which builds electricity. So who knows? There could be the actual conspiracy is that over 13,000 years ago, there's probably another civilization that was way more advanced. There was probably some kind of flood catastrophe, because they said all the ice melted, and that messed up and killed probably a lot of people. And then a lot of the
You think they were
civilizations had to get
more
started over.
advanced than us
No, no,
right
no,
now?
no. It would be a different type of
Oh,
advance. It would be just be like, they're more advanced than, like, you know the civilizations back then. You know what I'm saying? So, but then you can even
I
go,
think
but
maybe.
you can even go even crazier into the
Like, did they
conspiracy.
have cars?
No, but what I'm saying is this is the other thing is what I'm thinking is if there is a like a shaft under the thing and those pyramids somehow can make electricity, what if it was made to make electricity for a spaceship so they could like fly over it like a fucking, wireless cell phone and charge up their spaceships, you know? Nah, well, no, actually, most of
Yeah,
the
they
here's the
probably
other.
actually use math.
Well, actually, in general, most of the kings, there was almost nobody was actually buried in most of the pyramids. They were buried in like the kings. What do they call it? The Valley of the Kings. And then most of the pyramids, nobody was in it. And most of the pyramids, like those giant pyramids, have no writings in it, like nothing at all. It's insanity. Like, why wouldn't you write some stuff in there? Be like, hey, here's who's up. This is cool. Oh, I
Is
watch
it
all
for
kinds
dead
of stuff,
people?
Alex.
Is it for dead people? Dead people ain't reading.
I'm just saying, it's just weird. There's
Yeah,
just a lot of weird things about the pyramids. But
yeah.
anyway, it's something fun to look up. I watch a lot of, so many people who's like a debunker, and there's so many good guys that go on it. I watch the other side. I watch both sides of the coin. So I like to watch the ancient civilizations talk on like people who do the crazy conspiracies, and then I watch the guys like Minuteman, I believe his name is, and he debunks them and stuff. So I like seeing both sides of the coin. I try to do that with everything. It's fun.
Yeah, yeah. You can
What
have,
about Rishat structure? Yeah, well, see, yeah, that is,
the
yeah, the
arguments.
Rishat structure, exactly, Veggie. There is so many crazy things. There is these, the stones, and what was that one area? There's, Gobekli Tepe, Gobekli Tepe. They've got this stone there, dude, that's like hundreds of thousands of tons, like 200,000 tons or something like that. It's some insane number, you know what I mean? And it's like, the size of my apartment or something like that, my entire building, like not this room, like the entire building, and they somehow move this thing and then they put it on top of some other stones. So it wasn't like they drug it in place. I mean, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, Atlantis is always fun. Everybody's looking for Atlantis. Some people say that one dude, who's that one dude I follow? He's on Joe Rogan. God damn it. But yeah, a lot of them think they found it over like in Europe. But another one that could have got washed away. But here's the other crazy thing, guys. And this is something most people don't talk about. I'm gonna do it. I'll do a dab and I'll talk about it here in a second. Let's do a dab real quick. But the one main thing I think is interesting is I think most people don't think about this is we're all going thousands of years BC, this, that, and the other. But what if it was even longer ago? Even longer, millions. Because here's the thing: they say we discussed this before. They say our planet is like 4 billion years old, and then the universe is 13 billion years old, right? And then what if they're wrong? Like that's such a short period of time when you think about it. Because, like, it's going to live on for trillions and trillions and trillions of years, right? The universe and the galaxies. And we're only 13 billion years into it. It just doesn't seem right. That seems like a short period of time, if you ask me. So what I'm thinking is the whole universe is way older. And when they're starting to check out this James Webb telescope, it is basically finding out that our universe is way older than we think. It is seeing shit out there. It has galaxies way the fuck out there that are way older than they're supposed to be, right? So possibly this 13 billion years and 4 billion is just the restart. What if something major happened like billions of years ago, right? So there could have been a crazy, more advanced civilization, right? And then that civilization got hit by a fucking asteroid and like literally destroyed the entire earth where it had to literally take billions of years to regroup. It can be crazy shit like that. I mean, what we know and what we think we know about it is insane. And when I always kept assuming, hey, 13 billion years, that's a long time. 4 billion years, that's a long time. But then when you really think about it, you're like, well, how long is the universe and everything going to last? And then they're like trillions and trillions and trillions of billions of years. And you're like, wait, then we're just starting? That doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
man.
Alex, we don't believe that. I don't.
Yeah. You believe in the firmament? I don't know. It's just really interesting when you guys start thinking about it, because everybody, I don't. It's mind blowing because everybody. I always have billions. Yeah, but when you realize, oh shit, it could be going for zillions of years. It's like, what the fuck? There ain't no fucking way we just started. What up, Noah?
What up? What up?
My gaming god. Noah's over here putting down fucking 30 kills yesterday.
Yep. Make it look easy.
Yeah, me and Cheetos trying to kill one person. Cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
Yeah, but the firmament is another thing. That is a dome theory at that point. I mean, that's pretty much flat Earth dome. The reason people would try to deceive you on that is because they would be the devil, and so that is the actual other conspiracy. It is a very religious conspiracy when you get into the flat Earth and firmament. And the government and everybody would be actually helping the devil. So the whole point is they want to make us look small and insignificant, and that there's billions of things out there and billions of other things out there, and that we're nothing. And that means that you can do whatever you want, fucking go to hell. But if you actually believe that, hey, the Earth's flat, there's a dome, there's a God, people would actually act different. Because they would actually really be into the religion then.
That's why they have sports and TV and games to get our minds off that shit. You know that, right? Have you heard about that conspiracy?
Oh yeah. Well,
They don't want
well
the government doesn't want you to like. The government wants you to be happy. They don't want you to think of like what happens in an afterlife, or they, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Hey, what was that movie with Roddy Piper and the
They live.
sunglasses? They Live. If you probably never seen it, Noah, but it's a movie called They Live. Roddy Piper's in it, and he puts on these glasses, right? And everything he sees is like it'll be like an advertisement, and it'll say making you buy this, and it was all subliminal messaging, and you got to see the real shit, and that there's aliens and stuff like that.
I don't know if I saw like what you guys saw what I posted on that little fucking thing on Discord where they want to make like a utopia, like a fucking
Oh,
like a
Utopia.
fucking city, like a city of like people where the only way you leave, like no, that was a joke. I'm just joking. I was gonna say you can't leave it. No, but they want everybody to make money from the city. Like if you buy a house, then the property like everywhere goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
You can't leave without showing your receipt.
it's like a rich city. They want it to be like city for rich. And the guy that wants to do it, he doesn't want to be like Elon Musk. Why are you gonna go to Mars and spend all that money while you can just spend money in just one desert like area and make it like a big city?
yeah. Well, another movie like They Live was that movie with oh, Jamie Foxx where they cloned him. You remember that movie?
Jamie Foxx clone? I don't know.
What was the movie where Jamie Foxx got cloned?
Yeah, but when you guys were talking about whales, whales could hear each other from
Oh,
far as
it's
fuck
called
away.
it's called They Cloned Tyrone.
They cloned
Oh
Tyrone.
yeah, that's not Jamie Foxx, is it?
Yep. Jamie Foxx, John Boyega, and somebody
Yeah.
else. Plot: a wild conspiracy sci-fi story where a hustler, a pimp, and a sex worker undercover a secret government cloning operation in their neighborhood. Jamie Foxx plays a slick Charles, and without spoiling too much, yes, cloning is a big part of the plot. So basically, there was another thing in it where they were giving them drinks and food, and the food was like making them obedient or something like that. Do you remember that? Did you see that movie?
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, you gotta watch it, guys. Everybody's gotta watch it. They Cloned Tyrone. Great movie. It came out in 2023. And the ironic thing about that is just soon after that, Jamie Foxx had that medical condition, and then he disappeared for a while and then reappeared. And then when he reappeared, he had no tattoo on the back of his head also. And everybody was saying he was cloned. Because remember, he used to have that tattoo on the back of his head.
No.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah, I'm beating you in some
no.
movie knowledge now, Mark.
I guess, man. I was just sorry I didn't know about.
You're just not a big Jamie Foxx fan.
I'm
Just
sorry.
admit it.
Yeah, I don't know that much about the back of Jamie Foxx's head. I'm
You know
sorry.
what movie I've seen recently? That one movie, fucking, I suck with actor names, but I'm not being a dick, but he's like black, and he was like flying a plane, and he like they shrunk, whatever, and they crashed
Denzel
on
Washington,
board. Yeah, yeah, when Denzel Washington, I
the
believe,
movie
and he was
Flight.
drink. Yeah, Flight. Is that a true story
Flight.
or not? Yeah.
I don't think so. I know that the one with Tom Hanks. What was it called? Sully or something. Yeah, that was a true story. I don't think the one with Washington. I don't think that was. No, I don't think it was. But I could be lying. But you know, his name is actually pronounced Denzel.
Denzel.
Denzel,
Yeah,
like
it's
pretzel.
not Denzel. It's like Denzel. Yeah.
Denzel.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. What was I gonna say?
It really threw you off. It really threw me off. Like Denzel,
Huh.
Denzel,
Oh, I
Denzel.
wanted to say. I think I told you it in the Discord. My favorite movie's Blow. I thought about it. It was Blow. I
Good
forgot
movie.
about that movie. I love that movie.
Blow.
Yeah. Have you seen Blow
Fucking blow. I gotta look it up. Blow. What is it? When did it come
with
out?
with Johnny
Johnny Depp.
Depp?
Oh, yeah. That I saw that shit when I was like first stoner movies I saw.
Love that movie.
Like not stoner movies, but you know the other movie, the other drug.
I mean, it kind of started as a
No, no,
stoner
it's a
movie.
stoner movie. There's weed in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, at the
Isn't it the
beginning,
movie
but
with
then
that fat guy and the other guy? Or no, that's the other movie. Remember they were selling like a
Yep,
lot of
it's
shit.
that fat guy. Yep.
yeah, they were selling weed on the beach. Yeah,
That's
Yeah, I
what he
suck
goes.
at
That's what
names.
he goes
Ethan
by.
Suplee.
That's what he goes by.
Ethan Suplee. Well, now he
That guy
goes by
was
the
lit.
buff guy. Have you seen him now,
Oh yeah, he's ripped.
dude? For real.
He was in.
Like he
You know who I
is.
remember him in was Boy Meets World.
Yeah. Boy Meets World is one of the bullies. Frankie the enforcer.
Frankie, and then his
And
little buddy. Hey, Frankie.
but yeah, his dad was shit. His dad was he was a wrestler. I don't remember Vader. His dad
Yeah,
was Vader.
oh, well, in the show, but yeah.
Yeah, in the show. In
Yeah,
the
oh, yeah,
show.
I was gonna say that too. Yeah, I know, I remember that was funny to see Vader because I was watching WCW and WWF back then. Vader. That's when you really know it's fake. Because I never forget as a kid, my
Mm.
friends was always like, "It's wrestling's real," and I was like, "No, it ain't."
It's real and fake. It's fake and real. These guys are
I
actually
mean,
jumping. They're jumping like. Are you think Nick? If you jump on a table, you think that's not gonna hurt, dude?
No, I know, I understand that what they
it
do
depends
is
on the
real,
table.
but what I'm saying is they don't actually hate the other person.
Nah, they don't.
Yeah,
It's all for
it's
acting.
all
It's
I
like
think
you
it's
know,
choreographed.
You know Rey Mysterio's son. You know he's like in it now.
Yeah, he's supposed to be with that blonde girl, but in reality, he's married to
No,
somebody
yeah, but
else.
and he's in. Imagine that he kisses like he's kissed already like 3 wrestlers, girls.
Mhm. Well,
And
there's this whole
Logan
thing where
Paul did it.
his wife
Logan
makes
Paul,
him had to do certain things. What were you
yeah,
gonna
but
say?
Logan Paul, he's funny. Because he does the back behind the scenes, and you can hear these guys' real voices, and they're all friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna
It's all
say
entertainment.
his wife has rules. He has to keep a ring on. He can't touch any of her private parts, and he can't hang out with her when like in private, like behind the scenes, unless they're actually in doing something on TV.
I'm surprised they allow she's allowed like, but maybe they have like not an open relationship, but like an open like because like movies, everybody
I
kisses. You
mean,
know what I mean? You get what I'm
It's just
saying? Like,
acting.
yeah,
It's just acting.
yeah,
it's like actors in a movie. They're
Or a
not
TV
really.
show. I mean, a TV show, like,
Yeah,
you gotta do it, for years. Imagine you're on a TV show for like 10 years and you're, supposedly married to somebody, you're doing it for 10 years, you know what I mean? Doesn't
yeah.
mean, you're actually in love with that person. Well, actually, it's funny you say that, Noah, because I was in when I did my acting, one of the things was I almost had it was and did a role where I had to kiss a girl, and you had to pay. You got paid extra for that. So you know, it was stuff like that.
No, but wrestling is fake, but it's like entertainment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like it's choreographed. Like the moves are real. They're really out there doing this shit.
Oh,
But
yeah, and they
yeah,
really get hurt.
but it is choreographed so they don't get hurt. You know what I mean?
Shit, did
Yeah.
you see that girl who did that like flying jump kick recently and she stepped wrong and her knee popped the wrong way? She fucking blew
Fuck
her
that.
Yeah.
fucking knee out. It was so bad they stopped the match and the referee carried her off stage. Like, I mean, it was just kind of
Bro,
like, all right, well, we can't continue. This
I remember
acting's
back
over.
then that one guy that kept on jumping off the fucking hell of the cage, whatever, from like you know how tall this like the cage is? Fool would
Mhm.
jump all the way down and land on a table on someone. I'm like, that has to feel fucking. That has to, you know what I
Well,
mean?
I watch all these old wrestling ones, and this one dude was on the cage, and there was like 5 guys under him, and he was supposed to like do a splash, and the 5 guys are supposed to catch him, you know? And
Yeah.
he's all the way up on the cage, and he jumps, and the 5 guys like move, and he just lands straight on the ground. And it was like, gee, you're supposed to catch the dude. The dude just went fucking belly
Fucking
splat.
probably broke
Yeah.
his ACL, torn
He
ACL.
somehow wasn't too injured, but it probably took the fucking wind out of him for sure.
Because mostly the ground around the like arena, even like you know, like it's all matted around the arena. Like if they
Yeah, there
fall
was
out,
a pad. There was at least a pad there, but
ugh,
I don't think anybody would want to jump like 20 feet belly
on
splat
fucking concrete.
onto a
Fuck.
onto an
The concrete.
inch and a half wrestling pad. They Live as a documentary, says Grant. See, that is true. That's a great movie. You guys like conspiracies, guys? Go watch They Live and go watch They Clone Tyrone. Ironically, they both start the same. Is that ironic, or they both start the same because they're telling you something that they're true? Thank you, Big Perm.
Or they both start the same because they're both movies.
They Live, They Clone Tyrone.
Who's they?
Well, aliens and They Lived, and it was the government, and they cloned Tyrone. Ironically, it's probably both, right?
Right.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Thank you, Big
Where's
Perm.
everyone? Where's Veggie? Where's Eric?
I know. Do I have to drop the link? I know we're missing
I
everybody.
think
Where's
Veggie's
Dank?
working though.
I know. I haven't seen Dake in a minute. I was talking to him though, but people get busy or don't want to be on always, probably.
Didn't Dick say he's what's it called in the garden?
Yeah, I think he's harvesting or trimming. I think he's in trim jail. He said, and
Well then, well,
Shido's in trim jail too. Actually,
That
cheers,
sounds like
guys.
fun.
that's fine. Man.
I haven't seen Eric on here in a minute either. I seen him in the chat though.
Yeah, he commented earlier. You know, that's what I want to do. I want to find some trim work around here.
Yeah, ladies. Would you rather get paid by the hour or by the pound?
I don't know. I usually have with some extra money.
Hey, ask the strawberry person
I was
that.
gonna say
They'll
I could
probably
probably
get paid by the
Extra
pound,
money
right?
down
and a
here.
foot in the door.
I usually prefer by the pound.
What is it like a strawberry
Yeah.
thing too? Like, hey, actually, wait, Nick, is it like you know how people like they pick strawberries like in Oxnard where my beach house is? You
Yeah,
see like the people on the fields, they get paid by the what is it? They get paid by like how many times they pick a strawberry. What is it? I don't know.
yeah, makes sense.
So is that the same thing as weed? You could get paid by hourly or the
Yeah,
pound?
it's called like piecework. They always call it like
What's
piecework
better
back in
then?
the day.
What's better? So if
I
you're
did.
I
slow, you're gonna
mean,
get paid by the hour. Fuck it.
Well, it depends how fast you are. So they do that on
yeah.
purpose so they get the most out of you because otherwise you trim slow or you pick slow, so they
Yeah.
want to make sure they get the most out of you. I did the same thing. I did piecework for when I was like 18. I did it for it was like a giant warehouse where these trucks came and they unloaded shit, and I had to unload their semi trucks. And so, like, I would get paid for per unload on every load I undid the semi trucks. It was like $20 per semi truck.
That's
Yeah,
not
I
bad.
mean per pound, but by pound, that means you work more and get paid. You get paid based on how much you work,
Yeah. The other piecework
not
I
by
did
how
was
long you
there.
work.
Oh, that was the other one I did. The other one was crazy. So it was like for Johnson and Johnson, and I did a lot of warehouse jobs because I just liked that work. And so they had boxes, and you had to load the pallet and then like shrink wrap the pallet. And then every pallet you got paid, whatever it was. I forget how much back then, but it's pretty cool. I'm really quick. I'm just naturally fast. So I always was making
Yeah,
bank. And then you could do it as long as you want for some of those. So, like, I would be there, like, this one time I'd be there, like, I wouldn't wanna work a lot, so I'd work, like, 3 days a week, and I'd work, like, 16-hour days and just, like, fucking just stay there, just fucking I wouldn't take
right.
lunches, wouldn't take breaks, because you don't have, like, HR, you're kinda just, like, freelance, it's pretty cool. How you doing in your bets, Noah? Anything? You doing
Yesterday
anything
wasn't
today?
a. I'm gonna wait later. The game's gonna start till later.
Alright, how'd you
I
do
got that. I
yesterday?
got fucking shit.
Well,
It's the
They
life
I
of it,
think
right?
live.
it's I
You
blame
can't win every
Veggie. I
day.
think he gave you bad vibes.
Well,
Well,
Veggie's at
Veggie
work
left
now.
us. He
He's at
just left
work.
us. We're playing Call of Duty. He's lucky that we weren't.
I
Bro, I'm
know.
better than Veggie. I'm better than Veggie in Call of Duty. Trust. I just don't
You're
like Warzone. I'd rather play that six on
multiplayer?
six, 5 on multiplayer.
Dude, we gotta play more, dude. You're
Because
fucking
Warzone
so
takes
good.
too long, bro. Warzone,
I know.
you could literally
I
be in
know.
a
I'm the
game for
same
like
way.
fucking a whole hour, bro. It's like, what the fuck?
Trust me, dude. I have never played Warzone until I started doing this live, and then everybody's like, "Let's play Warzone. Let's play." And I'm like, I mean, it's fun because you get to like talk to everybody, but I'm way
But the game
better at
takes forever.
multiplayer. Way better. I wasn't
It's
good at
like
multiplayer yesterday, but
Warzone's like the social media of Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just hype. Everybody's playing it just to like think they're the best. I like the old Call of Duty. Like I watched Call of Duty like sports to like tournaments,
yeah.
Optic and all these phase guys. You know what I mean? And I like the regular multiplayer. I don't like the Warzone try hard. You know what I mean? What up, Eric?
What's up, Eric?
Sorry, I'm talking to my boy Ryan. I don't know when he's going to be in here. It's funny, Eric. I was kind of doing a little cleaning up myself. I'd have to do a lot. I keep my place pretty clean, but took out the trash. I was took out some dishes.
Alex
Uh,
wants you to play some golf.
Play some golf. I know he keeps always saying that. I'll
Yeah.
do it in a little bit. I just
He
want to chill.
thinks,
I just want to chill for a
yeah.
little bit.
Alex thinks your viewer count is too high.
I was gonna say we're doing pretty good on it. I'm actually gonna bust out something new, guys. So I'm gonna actually give this. I'm gonna give this punch extracts one more shot before I pull out something new. But otherwise, I'm gonna be trying something new here because I'm about out. So I got lemon cherry haze and blueberry acai. That one is interesting to me. I kind of hope the blueberry acai. I said acai.
Yeah, I was
Acai.
about to say you're like Ramalan girl.
Well, it's like somebody who pronounces pho. They go,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get some pho, and I'm like, what's
yeah.
that?
Thank you, Clara. Thank you, Clara. I appreciate that.
And then we also got the gelato dreams and space slushy. So I'm gonna try this punch extracts here in a sec. Let's finish this dab. I got one more dab of this. I need to get. All right. Cheers.
Bro, this weather,
What'd you say? It's gonna be like
this
nice
weather's
out here.
nice.
Yeah, I know.
Forecast
It's supposed to
cloudy.
be it's supposed to be hot today here. Not a fan of that.
We all love everybody. We don't have to pick people.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat. Jesus Christ. All right. Let's get a dab going, guys. Load your bowl, short joint, short bunch. Turn on your vaporizers. Pour your beers, pour your shots. Get your dabs ready. It's like my rigs. You can't pick a favorite. You just got to like them all. This is my geodome I'm pulling out here for this one. Noah's not crying.
Why are you asking
Why
if
would I
Noah's
cry?
crying?
I don't even
And
read
it's,
half of the comments. I just look at the comment like I don't go fuck.
yeah, I know. You can't always read comments. If you read
I know
comments, you
the
never would
struggle.
be online.
No, I would. I used to stream. I can handle the trolls.
I feel you, bud.
Trollies. That's what I
Well,
like about that movie Trolls.
that's when you know
Just
you're making it. You get more of them. I had the craziest haters back in the day, dude. I mean, they had a bot on me that would give me like 400 thumbs down in like 1 minute as soon as I post the video. It was insane. I'd post the video and I would just see like two, because I would get some pretty good views. Because back then, because I had about 80,000 followers. And so like I would have like 400 views and like 400 thumbs down, and it was insane. I was like, whatever. And then I had most of them. The craziest shit that used to happen to me is I had a couple death threats. I had people saying, "I'll put money to take them out," and like it was crazy shit. And then I was pissed off, and I was trying to block them, and I kept blocking them, and they kept changing accounts. And I told YouTube, and YouTube wasn't doing shit. I was like, "This guy keeps doing this shit," and he's like, was posting my address, and like I was like, "This is getting out of hand, dude."
that's why that.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of like YouTubers and a lot of people that kind of disconnect off YouTube. Like that one guy, the Outdoor Boys, the guy that
Yeah,
has 15 million subs. And remember, like I think last week he said his last video, his goodbye, because he
yeah.
was getting so many weird people. And like he's a normal outdoor guy. Imagine you get all these like people trying to like find you, come to your house, and send you weird shit. You know what I mean?
Mind
He
yourself.
probably
Yeah,
has.
he has kids. He has kids,
Yeah, he has
right?
kids.
So
Yeah, and he's not one of those guys that wants to buy probably security to have like 5 security guards. You get what I'm saying? You know how all these celebrities they have security guards that stay outside of their house, whatever, or inside their house, whatever.
Oh, you guys don't. It gets even funnier. So they used to actually do videos, hate videos on me, and they would do videos saying, "Look at him, look how fat he's getting," and they'd have like a speech changer or a robot talking, and then like on one video they showed a picture of my balcony because I would do all my videos on my balcony, and they took a picture of my balcony from the sidewalk saying, "I know where you live," and this, I mean, it was really crazy how
that's
they were doing,
weird.
and they
That
was like
is
doing
psycho.
video every single video I did, they would do a video hating on it in like a robot voice. It was getting crazy back then.
That's
If you
what all
guys,
these celebrities get,
it
bro.
was
Like you know,
if you guys are
like
older like Dank, and you guys probably some of you guys probably remember it. It was crazy at the time.
but dude, imagine though you had like that and paparazzi at your house. That sucks. I remember Jennifer Lopez's what's it called? Her ex Ben Affleck. That fool always has he always has like paparazzi right on him at his house and shit.
That's when you actually smoked flower. Yeah, I know. They hated on me for everything back then. All right, I'm gonna give this a shot. Since I pulled out a new rig, that other rig I had a little bit of CBD I was dabbing in it, and this one is a brand new rig. So I'm gonna double check the taste on this one.
Yeah,
But
okay. Yeah, that's what did it. That's what did it. A little bit of CBD.
I hope we're gonna find out. So we're trying to punch extracts, premium shatter. This shit looks like shit when I pull it out of here. The color looks good, but it looks like fucking somebody decided to
What's the
smash it.
percentage on that?
Oh, I
Because
get
when
why
I
it's
got punch extracts, it was a high THC percentage, like really high.
80.
Yeah, the last one that I got, they were like 90 something percent. The ones that we got,
Nope, 80 and 83.
they tasted weird.
Okay. Well, I see why they call it punch extracts. You want to know why they call it punch extracts, everybody? Because they take the shatter and they punch it. I mean, look at that shit. Who does this? Anyway, I guess they already
It's
broke it up
probably
for
just
me. They already broke it up for me.
packaged poorly.
Alright, I'm gonna try it one more time, guys. That's the best I can show you because it's shatter.
It's shattered.
It's
Shattered,
shattered.
shattered. They pre-shattered your shatter. You know, like how clothes you get are pre-shrunk.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Let's
you
see if
get
I can hold this.
Hey, but you
pre-shattered.
know what movie is a good
This
movie
is
I saw last night?
the biggest piece they got.
Suicide Kings.
What?
Suicide Kings.
Three
Nope. You
Kings.
probably would never think about it. Maverick. The Maverick.
Oh,
That's a good movie.
Fuck. Imagine surfing one of those waves. Fuck that. Pray to God.
Have you ever seen the movie Three
oh,
Kings?
it's a surfing movie.
Yeah, the
Maverick.
Maverick. It's like yeah, the
Oh,
Maverick. It's I forgot
that
who the
was a
fucking.
western.
What did you say? The Three King? Fuck is that?
You never seen the movie The Three Kings? That was based on a
I've
true
seen it.
story with
It's with George Clooney, Mark
George Clooney,
Wahlberg, Ice
Mark
Cube.
Wahlberg. Yep. So they were during it was
Yeah,
during like Desert Storm, and they found like Saddam Hussein's like semi truck or a bunker of gold bars or something. They were trying to steal them.
right.
That was a good
Really
movie.
good movie.
Really
It
good
is a
movie.
really good movie.
I bet you
You
haven't
know
thought
the
about that
U.S.
one in a minute.
Bro,
Actually,
imagine you find gold.
I have
That shit.
because I bought it recently.
Oh.
I bought it. It was actually it was around my birthday. Actually, my wife's like, "Hey, you want to get a bunch of movies on from Apple, in our Apple library?" I'm like, she's like, they have a sale, and I got Three Kings. I got The Fugitive, um, True Romance, um, Mystery Science Theater, the movie, and I know I got another one, but I don't remember. But yeah, I know. Yeah, one of those was Three Kings, and I showed it to my wife the first time, and she loved it.
Oh, here's another good movie. Since we talked about Denzel Washington, I think this is his best movie ever. Fallen.
Yeah, with John Goodman.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
That's a
It's not his
great
best
fucking
movie ever.
Yes, it
Not his
The
is.
best
movie with the
movie
train.
ever.
The movie with the
No,
train. What's the train
no.
movie?
That's my favorite movie he did. That might be one of
What's
my
the
top
Training
5
Day.
movies. I like that movie.
Training Day. Come on.
How about this for a movie I bet you never seen? The Red Violin.
Yeah, you keep bringing that one up. You keep bringing that one
You're
up.
gonna have to see it. It's a great movie.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. That's a movie for people if you like movies. You'd like it. You know what I mean? If you watch a lot of movies, you like it. Because
Falling
it
Down.
goes
With
through
Michael
so many
Douglas.
falling down. It goes through so many generations, that violin. It's so cool. It's so cool how they tell the story too. All right, we're gonna try this here. This is Punch Extracts Lemon Strudel.
Uh-oh. Sounds sounds like something your grandma would have.
Nope.
Falling Down is not Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell has a lot of good movies.
Yeah. Falling Down was Michael Douglas.
Yeah. Done. Hey, you seen the movie Labor Day? The guy who plays Thanos.
Josh Brolin? No, I
That's
haven't seen it.
that's also the guy who was in The Goonies.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
He's
the
in a lot
older
of stuff.
brother. He's the older brother in The Goonies too. Little fun fact for you guys. I love The Goonies. I can't get my kid to watch it. It's tough getting my kid to watch these older movies because, like, if they're like, he's like, it's such an old movie. He doesn't want to watch them because it's like old to him. Like Jurassic Park's old to him. You know what I mean? Like,
I
Damn.
mean, yeah, I can see that, but also be quiet, kid.
I know. It's like, damn. But he can't sit through any of them. It's like, he's like,
Yeah. Well, you can't sit through Jurassic Park.
No, I haven't got. Man, I'm
Jeez.
trying to. It's so hard to get. Well, in any movie, like I mean, I was trying to get him on more action movies. Like maybe I tried the new Mission Impossible. He didn't want to sit through that. I was like trying to get him. Anything that has like a lot of stuff because Mission Impossible is like bam, bam, bam. And
Yeah.
still didn't like that. Star
I've been
Wars.
watching
I've been
the
trying to get
Mission
him through
Impossible
Star Wars.
movies. I've been watching the Mission Impossible movies since the first one, and the second one, is obviously the weakest, but like they're all like really good movies.
Yeah.
They really do hold up too. Like they're really good movies, and they hold up. They have good actors, good directors, good stories,
You know
good
what movie? You
action.
know what old movie I did get him to watch and he liked was the Dirt Bike Kid.
Oh, Dirt Bike Kid.
You remember that movie? That's a great movie.
You just show him the wizard.
The Wizard. Or how about Remote Control? That was another good movie back then. With the kids who were in the sample house, and the bad guys came in and they used all their RC cars to stop the bad guys.
You got me on that one.
Yeah, he had like helicopters, airplanes, RC car. It was like Home Alone, except he used all RC.
They always had those. It came out after Home Alone.
Probably.
Like there was a lot of movies that came out after Home Alone that copied.
Yeah.
They're trying to be like Dennis the Menace. Three Ninjas even when they had to
Yeah.
like booby trap their house from the guys that were trying to kidnap them.
The Three Ninjas. Tum
Yeah,
Tum.
yeah,
Hulk Hogan was in that movie.
Oh, how
and
about this? Oh, what was
Escape from Thunder Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what was that? The third one or the fourth one?
Third one. I think the third one. Let me see.
I know
what
there's Three Ninjas Kickback,
High Noon
Thunder
at yeah
Mountain,
yeah. It's the third
High
one.
Noon at
High
Mega
High
Mountain,
Noon. Yeah, Mega Mountain.
what about No
and
Hold
then
Bars?
What is
Wasn't
that?
that what it was called? That movie with Hulk Hogan and Zeus?
No Holds Barred.
Yeah.
No,
You never seen that?
I've
Ain't
seen
that what it's
Suburban
called?
Commando.
No Holds Barred. No, I think this is his first
Yeah, I've seen Suburban Commando.
movie.
It was Hulk Hogan and Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah. No, that ain't it.
That's
Hulk
like one of
Hogan,
those
No Holds Barred
movies
movie.
that
What?
you watched a lot when it came out in the '90s, but then just never watched it again. Like,
It came out in
have you
1989. No Holds
Cop and a
Barred.
Half? Remember Cop and a Half
Yeah.
with Burt Reynolds and that little black kid?
Yeah,
Like he
yeah, yeah.
saw, yeah,
Yeah.
the black kid witnessed the murder or something, or
And he had
crime.
to help him. Yeah. There was a lot of
Yeah,
movies like that back then where the kid had to
like
get stuck with the guy.
when I was a kid, I loved that movie and I watched that shit all the time. But then, like after that, like I've never seen it again. Like it's never popped up. Like it's just I don't know. It's one of those movies that you watch a lot, but then you don't think about it anymore because maybe it wasn't just that good.
Bro, tell me why. You guys probably heard about this like last month, the Home Alone 2 when Trump was like, Trump had his little 5 second little fame right there in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The director Chris Columbus wants him to they want him to get taken out of like they want him to they want to skip that scene. I don't know how you could do that now, but
I
Chris
mean
Chris Columbus directed Harry Potter.
yeah, but
the
why would
reason
he do that? Why he doesn't like Trump?
probably the reason why he was even in that scene was because they're using his hotel.
See, that's why I don't get it. Then why the fuck would he? That's so stupid, Chris Columbus. Fucking hater. But yeah,
Yeah.
some people they don't want to be in that political shit. You know what I mean? They don't like that political shit in their movies, whatever.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to try this lemon strudel. All right, let me give it a shot.
I mean, whatever side you're on or not, you want people
Yeah,
to
true.
watch your movie and think about the movie, not this one scene. This one
Yeah,
little 5 second, not even 5 seconds. This one little like couple second scene, and it just like overshadows the whole movie. So yeah, I can see it's like they're like, look, I don't care, man. Just get it the fuck out of there, just so people stop talking about it and focus on the damn movie.
yeah. But that scene's gonna get forgotten now. That's like a good scene though.
I mean,
People won't.
I
It's
guess
not the. Yeah. Just
I
a funny
mean,
scene, you
I
know.
don't know. Yeah, it's just
It's
a
just
funny scene because even in the '90s, no matter how you felt about Donald Trump, then it was still a person that's widely recognizable. And he's business owner, millionaire.
You
Fucking here's
fired.
Kevin McAllister
You
walking
fired.
right by him, asking him for directions to the lobby, to the front
I
desk.
like The Apprentice. You fired.
That's just makes it funny as hell, because it could be him or fucking Bill Gates or what the fuck ever, and it still would have been hilarious because here he is asking this billionaire for directions to, and that's what
Remember
makes the whole scene funny.
remember when Arnold took over The Apprentice? It was
I,
horrible.
I guess
It didn't last very long.
like what is Arnold CEO of?
I don't know.
Like,
And he tried to have his own catchphrase, like
I mean, I
you
guess Arnold had his
you
own
you
gym,
you
right? He
you,
has his
you
own.
won't be back. I don't know.
That's right, David. Thanks, brother. Enjoy your haircut.
All right,
That's
David,
right.
take it
Right.
easy, bud. Hope they cut
Later,
you
man.
good. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, hold on, fuck
Hope
it
they-
up.
Yeah,
Ask
hope
for
they
the
don't fuck
Edgar.
it up. Yeah,
Ask
that's
for the
probably
Edgar.
sounded better. Yeah.
Ask for the Edgar. They'll know. They know what you want.
Ask
All
for
right,
a
this is
mullet.
Paper Planes, lemon
Is that
strudel.
paper planes? That's not paper planes. You wish.
Oh, punch.
Punch. He's like, oh, it's paper planes. It's paper planes. It's like when you're eating something gross and you're trying to imagine it's something better. Oh no.
Aftertaste.
Do you feel it in your nose?
I think it has to be CRC because I ain't getting hardly any flavor in it.
That CRC taste. The straight
Oh, it's
CRC
going into his
taste.
brain. It's going into his brain.
No. Yeah, it is. He says, I'm going to hit him if you're fired if they mess up his haircut.
Hey, Alex, you fucking got so many jokes. I love you though.
All right, here's my question. So you go to a place to get your haircut. They fuck it up royally. Do you still pay them for the haircut?
You kind of have to.
No,
I don't know.
no.
What do you mean by
And I
fuck it
expect
up?
them to
Like,
fix it. All right, here's the thing. All right, my wife went to this place and got her hair done,
Exactly. Alex says,
and
I'm just walking
whoever
out. I've done
whoever
that.
whoever did it, they I don't know if they're new or tired or whatever, they just fucked it up,
I've done that before. I
and
looked in the mirror and I turned around. They went way too short. I go, what the fuck? I said, Then he goes, I thought we just need. And I was like, no, no,
well, my
no.
wife was freaking out and everything, and they're like, well, blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, we're not paying for this, and we're coming in tomorrow to have it fixed by someone else.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to say, well, we can do that, but you can probably come in next weekend. I'm like, no, she's not going to be going around looking like this for a week because this is a reflection on you guys. She's gonna be walking around like this, and people are gonna be asking her where she got her hair done, and she's going to be telling them she got it done here. So if we are coming over here, we're coming up here tomorrow, and you're going to have someone competent fix her fucking hair. And
Yeah.
we did. And we also was like, also we want. I was like, also we want some free shit, and we walked out of there with some free, like,
Right.
hair nourishing treatment stuff. So
Yeah.
her hair won't be too fried when they fix it the next day.
Because it's interesting, I can see both sides, but man, I mean, that's just not cool. I mean, that's I
Mm.
don't know. I can't
Well,
see
that's just what I'm
paying for it.
saying.
I'm sure a lot of people would. I'm sure, I
Like
mean,
I'm just saying, like a barber would not want someone like any kind of or a stylist or whatever, they don't want someone out of there come walking out of there not happy with their haircut.
Well,
They
see,
don't
now
want people walking out
I
there
got
because
my
that's a
hair.
reflection on their business. A
Yeah, I
lot of
had
the
my
stuff that they
haircut
get is
once.
word of mouth.
I had my haircut once, and it wasn't really good, but it wasn't so bad. So I still paid them, and I was just like, well, it's gonna grow out. It was just a little shorter than I wanted. But I mean, if they
Yeah,
royally fuck it up, I'm probably not gonna pay
yeah,
them.
yeah. They're gonna pay them, and like you're gonna expect them to fix it. They're gonna expect them to do something because, it's just it reflects poorly on them, on their business, and a lot of hairstylists, they get their
That's
business
why.
through word of mouth from their satisfied clients.
Yeah.
That's why I just go to like what's it called like OG barbershop places. Like I know they could hopefully cut a haircut. You know what I mean?
Have you ever got a
Well,
got a
as
got a shave?
What?
Have you ever got a shave at a
yeah, I've
barber?
had it. I
Yeah,
have. It's nice.
They're nice. Yeah, it's real nice.
but
Yeah.
nowadays they're expensive
But
as fuck.
fuck yeah.
All right, here's a question. If you get a bad food, if your food's fucked up, like you don't like it, you send it back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna eat it, and they
Why are you
usually
gonna
come
eat?
by
Why are you?
and they ask.
All
They
right. Here's
ask,
what happens if they if
or
the
they'll see
second
that I
time
haven't.
comes second time it comes back, it's still not 100% good.
Give me my fucking
Um,
refund and give me a fuck out of here.
that's when they usually say, like, when you express this interest, they'll usually say, well, okay, well, we won't charge you for it,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we'll make
I
you something else
They
for
usually are pretty
free.
good at it, but I'm just
But
interested,
then
are
you're,
you the type to do it or not?
but
If
then
they
I'm
fuck up your shit
at that
second
point,
time,
it's
bro.
like, yeah, at that point, it's like, well, everyone else here at the table is
It's
almost
already
done with their
8.
food,
Exactly.
and I haven't eaten yet, so I might as well not even,
Yeah.
blah blah. Then they'll give you a discount on your bill.
Yeah, yeah. They're usually pretty good. But, I always think of the movie Waiting and stuff, and like, what was the movie Road Trip? And, you always see these movies with, like Jesus Christ.
I mean, I've sent my shit back. I don't have any problems with it. Like I went to Hula Hands. I don't know. Have you ever been to Hula Hands?
Uh-uh.
It's a more upscale franchise restaurant. They're all over the place. Usually in sometimes they're in like the higher end hotels and stuff.
Right.
Well, yeah, for Christmas Eve we were staying at an Embassy Suites that had a Hula Hands attached, and yeah, like everything was frozen at our house. Like we had no running water, and so we were like, okay, let's get a hotel room at the embassy. We'll live it up. And so we went down to the Hula Hands. I ordered a steak, and it tasted like a fucking old shoe. It tasted like grandma's attic. That
That's
is the
hilarious.
best way I can describe it. It tastes,
Yeah.
and that's what I told them. I was like, um, they asked me because it was Christmas Eve. It was just me and my wife eating there, and like they came along, and I'm like, yeah, this steak's no good. It doesn't taste very good. It tastes. I tell them it tastes like an old shoe that you find in grandma's attic. And they're like, "Oh, geez, I'm sorry about that." And I was like, "Would you like another one?" I'm like, "No, I'll just take a burger. Just make me a cheeseburger."
Here's a funny
And
story about that.
they gave it to me for free.
Me and Sheeta went to this, it's supposed to be like a really good barbecue spot, and it was like old, and so everybody said, "Go to this spot, go to this spot." So we go there, I get some barbecue, he gets some, we sit there, we get the drinks, we just got some like soda or water probably. And then they brought down our barbecue and it was horrendous. It was so horrendous. It was like high school barbecue, like if high school had barbecue food, it was so bad, and I took, like, one little bite, and it smelled bad, and it looked bad, and the lady came by, and I go, "Yeah, this ain't good." She goes, "You want something else?" I go, "No, I don't want anything," and me and Sheeta just left. We didn't even pay or anything. I was like,
Where was this?
it was in Lakewood. I would have to think. It was
Okay.
like and I think you might know the spot, but Sheeta would have to say it. One of our friends recommended it. It was supposed to be like this old barbecue spot that was so good, and it was like I think there's more than one of them, so who knows? But I mean, man, it was so bad. So bad.
There was this barbecue place, like the only good barbecue I've had out here in California so far. Made
Mhm.
by a restaurant. was this. I don't remember what it was called, but
Right.
they said it's Texas barbecue. And me being born and raised in Texas, I was like, all right, fuck it, let me try it out. And it was actually it was Texas barbecue, no shit. It was really good. They even had uh sausage from Ponder, Texas, where I used to go camping out there at my buddy's, on his dad's property. I would go camping out there. We get stoned and drunk, shoot shotguns out there in Ponder. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is it. This is the real deal. I don't remember, it was like Armadillo Barbecue or something. I don't know. But it was Texas barbecue place in Sunnyvale. It's the only good barbecue I've had out here so far.
Okay, I hate to. We got an update. I am putting this back in the
Uh,
Ziploc bag and back over here.
oh
I'm
no,
getting a little burn in my throat.
that's not good.
Mm-mm.
Even like a little bit after, yeah, you
No.
don't want that.
Mm-mm. All right, so I'm gonna try something else. Should I do some diamonds or some more of these shatters?
Do a shatter.
Yeah, another shatter. Because it doesn't matter.
It probably won't be. Well, probably won't be as harsh
All right, we got a
as the diamonds
sativa and
will
an
be.
indica. The indica is a blueberry acai coming in at 78%. Package 4/17, 2025.
I like blueberry.
1.37 m CBD. Then we also got
What's
some.
the
You know what's hilarious is both these have the same amount of CBD and almost the same amount of THC, but they call the one a sativa. I guess maybe the terps, but whatever. Then the other one is a lemon haze at 76% sativa. This was packaged a long time ago, 8/22/2024. So this one's
wow,
recently packaged, and this one's packaged a long time ago.
wow, 8/22, and
Eight.
it's almost June.
I guess I should dab that one first, huh? Or should I get? I should probably do the blueberry. What do you think? I might try the blueberry. Blueberry sounds good.
Yeah, do the blueberry.
Yeah, we might as well. Let's see if it rips right. Oh, that last one didn't rip right. Now let's see if you can do the little trick where you just slide to the left, then you slide to the right.
Was Grant?
Crisscross.
Hey, Grant
Crisscross.
asking where the ghost peppers are at.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I got them up there still. Today's not the day.
Ghost pepper is
Yeah, you
shit.
used to
That
do that, didn't you?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did some Carolina Reapers even. All right, this one's looking orange. This is the
bro.
blueberry acai indica, 78%. 80% total.
Imagine taking a dab, then eating a fucking Carolina Reaper. Fuck that.
Well, did you see the guy who took the Carolina Reaper and put it in a bong, a dried one, and smoked it?
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, see,
What
what do
the?
you think's going to
He did not
happen?
have a good
You're
time.
basically
Did not.
inhaling pepper spray.
Yeah.
Everywhere's hurting for him.
All right, this one is a little sticky. This is going to be almost a pull and snap. Let me get some more water, guys. Entertain him.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah, that was good.
That's right.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Where's everybody else? Everybody's working probably. Working, twerking.
Eric said he had to clean up and he's gonna get on later. Well, later is right now.
What's up? All right, we're trying something new.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What is it? Juice?
No, the purple acai. Remember?
I thought it was blueberry.
Oh, blueberry. Yeah. The purple.
Blueberry.
All right, look at this. Look at that dab. Woo-wee.
Look at this.
That's right.
Ooh, from the mask.
What?
The mask.
Yeah,
Jim Carrey.
from the Mask animated TV show.
Oh.
Awooga.
Yeah.
Awooga.
That
Awooga. Awooga. All right. Let's try this stuff. Blueberry acai.
does it have the cross on there? Like it's a lineage.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope. It has a little scan code. Maybe that'll take you somewhere.
probably not. Well, I'm not gonna scan
No, I didn't say to scan it.
Barcode me.
Okay.
it.
So what do you guys think about the you know, you go to the grocery store and shit and Costco and they have the chickens and now they put them in these like little plastic bags and people say that the heat in the plastic's not good for you because the plastic leaches onto the chicken.
They do that everywhere though.
Right. I understand that. But do you think hot, you know, stuff
That,
in a plastic
yeah.
bag's good for you?
I don't know. I think if it wasn't, the government wouldn't accept that in a way, right? Or no? I don't know.
Well,
I mean, if that was true, then they wouldn't use them. Like they're not the same plastic bags as you know.
well, you don't think
There's different types of
there's the
plastic.
plastic chemical leaching out of it because of the heat?
You
I don't
could.
know.
Well, you know, it's funny in some countries, and a lot of people do this too. Is you take like plastic wrap and you put an egg in it and you tie it, and so then you have all these little eggs in these like little plastic wrap tied, and then you can boil water and put them in the water, and then like take them out, and you get your like it's like a easy way to poach an egg almost, and it's in a plastic bag.
Well, I don't know. It's just
I'm not saying
I,
either
I,
way. I'm just saying I know people do that for a long time. That's why.
yeah, like it just depends. I think like WW said, like containers are different grades of plastic. So you want use one grade of plastic for a different purpose. So
Mhm. Well, I mean, ain't that the same reason but I mean, I'm sure like they have great grades of plastic, right? But then they also say in the same aspect there, what do you assume then your water bottles are with that plastic, right? But then they also say don't leave the water bottles out in the sun because the heat can bleach the plastic into your water, right?
well, yeah, well those aren't the same plastic. That's not the same kind of plastic.
We don't know that.
I mean, yeah, I mean get one of those bags and I bet it doesn't make this sound.
You know what I miss? The old Gatorades that were in the glass bottles.
Yeah.
Fucking, what year was that? 1980s or what?
Yeah, it was in the 80s.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but when you think about it, Gatorade and glass bottle at sporting events, probably not the best idea.
Remember, sometimes they had bottles with like the styrofoam kind of around them. Like
What?
instead of the plastic with the name, it was like a thin styrofoam to keep it cold, I guess.
Mm.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It was fun because it was fun to peel it off. Shit, I'm
That
so
sounds
old.
familiar.
I remember right when they started. They used to have the pull taps where you'd pull off the top instead of do the open it the other way. It was right before they started
Yeah.
switching when I was really young. So you'd like pull the thing and rip them out, like
Yeah,
especially
you
for
pull the whole
beers.
thing off.
Yeah, all the beers had them. And yeah. Uh, all right, dab time. I'm trying this new stuff, the blueberry acai. We got some more water here. Staying hydrated. Seeing when my buddy's going to be here. I guess we looked it up. He's only about 2.5 hours from Baker. I'm only 2.5 to Bakersfield. So that ain't too bad. What are you looking at, Noah?
Just sports shit, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I got 2 monitors. Ugh.
There you go. All right. Hopefully this is better than the punch extracts. I'll never get that ever again. I guarantee it. I'll try the other one. I got another one still to try, but not looking good for them. Cheers. That one tasted way better.
Yeah. Better aftertaste.
Really good fruity front taste. Aftertaste is kind of,
I was know. It really attacks the face, doesn't it?
yeah, kind of leathery, but it ain't burning my throat at least.
Yeah. Real smooth.
I can almost bet that punch extracts has some CRC. Uh, so if anybody works for punch extracts out there, you guys want me to come check out your lab? Show me otherwise. I'd love to walk through it. Give you guys some tips and tricks.
I think the rosin has CRC in it because it's more white. You know what I mean?
It's definitely lighter, and there's it's also not only that it's lighter. It's see, here's the issue why I almost can guarantee it's CRC because I've ran fire material, guys. You know me, and it's our grows. And when you run really fire material and you run it really early, it's super duper light, and it could be almost this light. But what it isn't, it doesn't have this like white like. It's not perfectly clear. I don't know how to explain it. Like there's like a little like it's just not perfectly clear. It should be clearer for being that good of a material, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. I could just tell. I guarantee they see, it, but you know, I don't know. I don't know 100%. So don't quote me on it. All right. Even our food grade containers. Yeah, I could see that. I was just wondering because a lot of people say you shouldn't get that chicken since it's in the hot plastic. You know.
Well, what rotisserie chicken isn't in hot plastic?
Well, Costco used to put them in those plastic containers. And they say that plastic is actually the safe plastic because it's like the one meant to be heated. You could microwave them and stuff, and they're hard plastic. And they say the plastic bags they put them in are not.
I don't know. Maybe I think you can reheat those plastic bags too. I mean,
One, I
they'd
don't
be
know.
fine.
It's like those burritos, Nick. Like you know those burritos you get like at Ralph's, like those fucking little bean and cheese burritos. People like heat them up in their little.
Plastic. Yeah.
They heat them up in the shit. I don't eat those shits, but my stepdad used to eat the shit out of them. He's still alive, but you get what I'm saying? I don't know. It's so fucking.
Yeah. Or White Castles, those frozen White Castles.
Yeah.
Oh, All right, I'm gonna try a second dab. We'll see how this goes. All right, dab time. Yeah, I was shocked how good Noah is on Call of Duty. Noah's pro. Me and
I'm not
Cheeto's
the
out
best,
there.
bro.
Me and Cheeto's out there just trying to get some kills. We obviously got sucked into his lobby. They were all like
Yeah, I was
pros.
wondering. I
They
was
were all
wondering why we
pros.
had it on. I was wondering why we had it on your screen. We should have Noah's screen.
I know. Noah's the gamer. You see what he's up to. Me and Cheeto's out there just not killing him, but I hit the button, I look, and
Bro, I swear, I
Noah's
slide
at
and
like,
shit, bro. I'm
I slide
sliding and
too.
shit,
I
fucking.
slide, but I mean, you must do better.
I slide every second. I press the button like every second. My fucking buttons about break.
Well, it's funny when you're playing Battlefront trying to slide. Like I can't slide. I can't slide.
I know.
How do
I
you
missed
slide?
that. I
Like
know. Are you not? They're not able to slide, which sucks.
I feel like every game you should be able to slide in. Like that's how life. That's how life is. Right?
Yeah, well, I remember the old Call of Duty.
yeah,
They had
yeah.
the
I
one
remember.
where
Yeah,
you,
you're going to war and everyone's sliding around on the ground.
yeah.
Like
Well,
Apex, you can do the same thing. You can slide in Apex.
well, remember back in the day, they had a Call of Duty where you had a jetpack and you could like do a double jump and bounce off walls and shit. Say you go,
What a
pew,
Black Ops something? That has to be Black Ops something. I don't even remember that.
yeah, that was a
A
fun
jetpack?
one. Yeah, and you go like, and then you could like bounce off the walls and shit. It was crazy. So
That's
if you really,
That's not Fortnite, right or no?
no, this was a Call of Duty. It was one of the Call
Okay.
of Duties. Yeah, it was fun. I got used to it, and then it went straight from that to like an old one where it's like you had no jetpacks, no nothing. You're just walking around with a regular gun, and I was like, holy shit, they switched it up hard. Went from like this futuristic Call of Duty to this like old style Call of Duty.
Yeah, they need to go stay with that because like they really got ahead of themselves with all that futuristic shit.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't like it, but I mean, it was tough, but like once you got used to it, I was really good at it, you know?
It's just I remember last Black Ops I played. I didn't finish it because you're like it's just the camp. I was playing the campaign
Uh-huh.
because I like to play the Call of Duty campaigns because they're good campaigns. But like all we're doing is fucking shooting at robots, and it's
Right.
like, where's the fun in that? Why?
Y
Who cares about shooting robots?
Yeah.
Like if I want to
True
shoot
that.
robots, I'll buy a fucking robot game, not Call of Duty.
Yeah, you can shoot them in Battlefront, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot droids in Battlefront. I'm gonna fight the droid army. So why the
Droid.
hell am I gonna do it? Want to do it in Call of Duty?
It's hilarious. Ever since everybody said Battlefront, I've seen nothing but Battlefront shit all over my stuff. So tell me the
Dude,
fucking
yeah,
thing you're
Battlefront
listening
has
to.
come back. I don't know what happened. Battlefront has come back. You know what I think it is? Because there's a lull in good game releases. So people are like you're getting bored with what's happening. So they're going back to that's what usually happens. They go back to other games and like, you know what? It's been a while since I played Battlefront 2. Let me see what's going on there. Like, oh hey, this holds up. This is pretty good.
That's
Let me
crazy.
stream it. And then everyone just word of mouth and yeah. Because even some top streamers are playing it right now. Like
Yeah.
one of them, the title is, I guess everyone's playing this game again, and that's just usually how it goes when there's a lull in gaming and games coming out.
Yeah.
Because I guess when was the last big multiplayer release that wasn't Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't remember.
I mean, they've happened, they've occurred. It's just they're flash in the pan for the most part because they don't have that staying power.
Yeah.
I guess Battlefront 2 has some staying power, but also has a good license to tie itself to. It's Star Wars.
Yeah, true. Hold on here. I'm trying to make a password here. Have you been playing online with it?
Yeah. Oh, I've been sucking dick at it too.
All right.
I have not been doing too well. I mean, I've been getting kills. I have been getting kills. You know, I've been actually shooting, real people that are also playing online, which is
Right.
nice. But yeah, I'm just not used to it. It's a totally different uh type of game from Call of Duty.
Yeah. Have you been playing online too?
No,
What?
No, you.
I don't play
oh
Star
me.
Wars.
Yeah.
I already answered. Yeah, oh Noah or me.
Yeah, you online. I didn't know if you're playing the campaign or not. That's what I was wondering.
Oh, I already beat the campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm playing online.
What's
Like
the bet?
campaign, it's fine. Campaign, I can get through that. That's no problem.
We
It's
gotta now
playing
we gotta
online
all
against
team
other
up.
people in a big battlefield.
Which one?
You're gonna get veggie jealous playing this game right now.
Which one's the best to play? Supremacy, heroes, or villains?
I've been playing. You can go to more. I used to play some Supremacy, but I've been playing Galactic Assault.
Huh. All right, let's try this the first time.
Okay,
All right, I gotta do a dab while it loads.
you gonna
Maybe
go lay down?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Did they have any news? Sorry. One moment. Sorry, guys.
Have you ever played this game, Noah?
Yeah,
Interesting.
a lot of tryhards, but I'm good at the game too. I
Damn.
don't have it downloaded though.
Damn, Noah.
I'll see maybe if I'll download it.
Yeah. I can just see Noah just fucking just killing it. He's like already got Darth Vader and everything. He's like, this is how I do it.
Bro, I wish we had technology. We could go to different planets already.
Yeah, no shit.
I think Star Wars. You think Star Wars is the future that we don't think, or what?
Maybe.
You would think because one day Earth or something will get taken over or somehow, and they'll like have to have like starships to get the fuck out somewhere. I don't know.
Well, they're already doing some crazy shit, aren't they?
Yeah, Elon Musk. Or more crazier shit. I don't even know.
Oh, I can't be anything till I play it a long time.
I think those are the things you could be right now. I think. Yeah, go to default. Yeah.
All right. Okay, this is how I do it. Can I change how I weapon? Oh.
Their logic is faulty. Preventing us from making more droids gives them nothing to fight.
They're about to put us out of a job.
All right, I guess I'm gonna have to stick with this.
The command centers were unimportant anyway, but
Okay.
some
Oh, look at that.
nonetheless.
Remember to hold down if you want to go into first
The
person.
Viceroy has decided to delay
Okay.
plans to retake the factory, establish a defensive perimeter around the transports.
That's
All
usually
right.
how it's gonna go. That's how it's gonna go.
This is how it's gonna go. This is how it. This is the way.
Interest in our troop transports.
Man,
They may also have a walker fall back.
I forgot. I
That's
got my.
default.
I got my. I got some Chipotle in the fridge. This is cool. How did I do that roll? There we go. What are all these buttons? Buttons. Who's got the button? Okay, cool.
Those red things are objectives. It's not nothing to shoot at.
Okay.
Sentry gun online.
Damn it. I almost killed somebody.
Don't forget, you have a shield.
How do you do the shield? Hit the other button?
Oh, it's looked like it was R1. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What's the L1?
Thermal detonator or
Okay.
impact grenade.
Okay. Oh, I see somebody.
Good job, you got him.
Sentry gun online.
Damn it.
Oh no.
I want to kill somebody. Am I gonna ever get any of these? Okay, I just gotta keep banging it out. Gotta grind. I don't know when my buddy's leaving, so. How do you reload? Does it just do it automatically?
Square.
Huh?
Square.
Square reloads?
We are getting
I don't.
from General Grievous himself.
Well, it's not a reload. It's like a cooldown.
Okay.
It's not technically reloading. It cools down. So if it doesn't do the cooldown, it won't reload.
Veggie says,
It
dab
won't
time.
do anything.
You home, Veggie? All right,
Veggie.
this will be fun. Now all of us can grind at this.
Help! Our transports are under attack.
Where does it show my ammo? Does it not have ammo?
Now, crush them.
Okay, there it is. I see it. And then does it cool down automatically? Or? Okay, there you go.
Part sound is
Okay, I get it.
severely.
I was like, I have to know how much ammo I have. All right, we're going to go this way.
Leave the transport alone, you clown dog.
We're doing good. We're getting deep into the
Prepare for vehicular threat.
trenches.
If the transport falls, it will probably fall on you.
What if we go way around? How far? Where's the map? Am I able to leave the map? Is this the edge of it?
Where are you going?
I just
Look at
wanted to see
your
where
radar.
the edge of the map is. Ah, there it is. I'm trying to sneak around them. Uh-oh. Damn it. I was getting so far. Okay, I got an idea.
You're gonna snipe them from far
I'm
away.
gonna snipe him.
Yeah. What sucks is like each class you use gives points to that class, but not
Oh.
to the.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
But you're unlocking people too, right?
Yeah, you can still unlock people. You can still get points for that, but
Not for that class.
when I'm talking about like experience points, I'm talking about experience points. Man, that was close.
A new ally has landed.
That was close. Where's that edge of that map?
But I'm gonna get my sniper rifle. It's dusty as shit.
Oh.
The Viceroy has decided to deprioritize the factory. Instead, we are to provide cover for the Viceroy's retreat.
All right, maybe this way. All right, so what do I got here?
Do not let the
Ruh-roh.
Is it weird how I get the same DoorDash sometimes, the same person?
Oh, fuck.
Is that weird?
They probably live near you.
Yeah, jump on, dude. We'll check out your grow. I'll back out of here for a second.
But this guy, Mark was like, damn, this guy likes to party. I'm joking.
He likes to party. Party
Bro,
right now.
this guy had said, you know, it says like how many deliveries they have. Mark.
Right.
Bro, this guy has almost 13,000 deliveries.
Holy
Fuck.
shit. 13,000?
Yeah.
There's
That's
somebody up there.
13,000.
Fucking.
If he gets $2 a tip right there, he's at least getting $2, $3, some maybe more. You know what I mean? Some places,
Yeah.
so it's easy 30,000. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask him how long he did DoorDash. I'm gonna ask him when he gets here. I'm like, how many DoorDashers have you done?
What up?
Shit.
Hey, brother, how's it going?
Doing great. How you been, bud?
Yeah, not just my computer, but my handle on my regular computer is Main Trees. So I'm
Yeah.
always in your guys' show.
Hell yeah.
I've watched me back since like Shido, Kate, those days. But this is a little.
Oh, hold
I
on.
don't
Let
know
me
if you
get you
guys
back.
can
Let
check
me
it
get
out.
back to this one. It'll be
Yeah,
better.
get back on full
Oh,
screen.
damn it.
Uh-oh.
Can you turn your phone sideways? There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
So this is actually like our main little room here. Here's a team of nutrients, and these are our holding tanks, feeding tanks.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can rotate this fucking thing. And
There we
I'll tell
go.
you, I'm in my 40s, and computers was a fucking electoral class I did not take.
So
I don't know.
that's pretty automated.
Yeah, that's we have a dosatron, so that's automated right there.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
the only one in this garage. We have a manufacturing facility in southern Maine that does gummies, cartridges, all that type of stuff.
Right.
I used to manage that, and I've been growing since I think my first grow was in '97.
Yeah.
So they trained me up here, and I'm just basically handling everything myself up here.
That's
This is the
awesome.
veg room.
Oh, look at
So I
that.
just
Oh, shit. There it is.
not too long ago, and then all the mothers are getting pretty big over here.
Oh, that's a nice veg. You get them all set up perfectly, ready to go.
Yeah, I got to do a cloning event. Supposed to do it this week, but harvest needs to go a week longer, so that's going to hold off a little bit. But so this is going to be flower number one. Flower number one is going to be harvested probably next week on the
Uh-huh.
3rd. This room right here will put off probably about 35 pounds.
Damn.
All new LED lights. We had CMH lights in there originally, 630s, and we're rocking 1,000-watt iLogic LEDs. They're fucking amazing.
Nice. They keep the temp pretty low, huh?
Yeah, much lower than everything else. I don't know if you guys can see it good.
Oh, that looks beautiful. Oh, that looks nice.
Oh, wow.
What
Don't
week
forget
are
to
they
like,
in? They in like
subscribe.
week 7 or 8 or something?
There's a real one. It's very short. It's a Great Durban. It'll go about 10 days, 12 days longer than the entire road.
Oh, Durban. Ooh, grape Durban. That sounds fire.
Yeah. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe. You're never going to know what you're going to see on this stream.
Oh, look at the purples. Those colors look beautiful.
Yeah, they're starting to really show their colors now. They're just finishing up.
Yeah, yeah.
This room just went into flower about 2 weeks ago.
Damn, nice. This one's just so this one's just getting started. Nice.
I just went into flower a couple weeks ago.
I like it. You got the trellis up. Everything's all set up, so you don't have to do a lot. Just maintain them, lollipop them, trim them up a little here and there.
Yeah, like I said, it's only myself up here, so I try to keep up with it. So my tasks aren't that hard. You know,
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm a big hash smoker. Love rosin, love BHO. I love BHO. I wish honestly people would use quality material and make it into BHO. I feel like butane just pulls terps that other ones just don't pull. I can get some pretty good BHO up here. Stuff
Right.
that's not CR, really good flavor, but it's expensive. You know, when I
Oh
say
yeah.
expensive, I mean like $20 a gram expensive.
Right.
When I can get top notch rosin, probably the best of the best for like 400 a half. So it
Right.
just kind of like depends, what you want to find your on.
Oh yeah.
I used to live in La Habra.
What are you smoking on?
This right here is some blue lobster.
Blue lobster. Nice. I always see pictures of actual blue lobsters. That's funny.
A pretty rare gelato for us. It's actually really, really, really creamy. Probably more creamy than any other gelato I've ever had before, which is pretty cool.
Do you keep you don't sell clones? You keep all your clones?
No, we. So have you ever heard of 22 Red?
I don't think so.
22 Red is a flower company in California, owned by Chavo from Down.
Uh-huh.
And we are actually going to start producing real flower on the East Coast for them. And then we have our own flower that we sell to other dispensaries. Up in Maine, where I live, I grew up in Boston my whole life. I lived there for 40 years. Was in California for 6 years, and I've been in Maine for about a year and a half now. I lived in La Habra, Nick, and
nice.
Rancho Cucamonga there.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, California is wild though. LA is like one of the wildest cities I think I've ever been in, especially doing deliveries. I started off in Cali in the delivery business, so I was doing deliveries sometimes to Long Beach, sometimes to Compton, sometimes to Inglewood, sometimes to Fullerton. Like it was crazy, the stuff I saw out there.
I bet my buddy Naps, that's basically what he does. He still does deliveries. So.
Yeah, the culture's thick. I love the cannabis culture, and in my opinion, no place beats California.
Right.
Actually, they're legal in the country. We've been legal for a real long time up here, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm trying out some of these different shatters. I hit up that Stizzy shop, and they had some good deals on everything. So
yeah, I used to like Stizzy. Their diamonds are pretty cheap. I used to work in LA, and I'd always pass by their. I don't know if it's like their flagship store, but their main store in LA, that huge fucking building. There's a little view of the outside where we are up in Maine. I mean, we are in the woods,
Yeah, I bet it's nice out there.
It's gorgeous, brother. It's nice to be. I mean, I'm about 20 minutes from Portland, Maine. When I lived in Rancho, Nick, I would drive to LA. It would take me sometimes 2 hours to get to work. I haven't seen traffic. I've been back to Maine. There's no traffic up here. It's insane.
yeah. Well, Shido said Chicago was bad. I believe was that the one he said. Shido said one of those, and he said it was worse than LA. And I was like, I don't know. LA is pretty fucking bad.
The the whole U.S. is Hawaii, but besides Hawaii, Boston is actually the worst. Boston, none of the cities are in blocks. It's such an old state that everything is like no rhyme or reason to it. It's pretty crazy city to go through if you've ever been before.
Yeah, I never been to
You can really
Boston.
tell how old a state, or a city is by how just fucking cockeyed everything is, like, because they didn't expect it to get so big. They just had to keep expanding and building, add-ons to the city, add on here, add on there, and then it just became this whole mess. Well, like the town I lived in, like Arlington, Texas, that was
which
planned
doesn't
out.
help.
That was planned out like a grid system. So like or New York City, like it's a grid system.
Yeah, New York is much a grid system. Boston is the direct opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy Boston Roller used to be, and he wasn't on the show, but back in the day, he'd be off camera rolling joints for me. He lived in here for a while, but he moved back. He's back in Boston.
Boston
Boston
and New York
Roller.
are very similar. I mean, in the sense where like the hustle is very real. If you're working in LA or in Boston, pretty much the whole state of Massachusetts for that matter, it's so expensive to live. I can't afford to live there. That's the only reason I live in Maine, to be honest with you. Massachusetts is, for an apartment starting off, you're probably looking at about $2,500 for a 1-bedroom, and then I have a 3-bedroom, so I would be looking at I'd probably be like over $3,000 a month.
We had WW on, that T-shirt guy. Was he from Massachusetts? I thought I had somebody on from Massachusetts. That's funny.
But in Maine, I can pay about half the price of that, so about $1,700 I can rent a house for up here.
Damn.
And it's like I said, it's only about an hour from Boston, so it's not terrible,
Yeah. It always depends on, like, if rent's high, as long as you get paid a lot to make it,
That's the thing.
Some places you can get paid enough, and depending on your job and shit, it's like, because like my wife's a nurse and shit, and she makes good money out here, and it's a lot cheaper to live like maybe in Ohio or somewhere out there, but then they don't pay it near as much either. So it offsets everything.
The cost of living, has a lot to do with it. Usually, where the cost is cheaper, you're going to get paid less, and vice versa.
Right.
Yeah.
I do weather in California. I will say that.
I do love the weather. It's supposed to, I'm by the beach, so we got our little marine lair, but it's supposed to burn off by about 11, 12. The sun's going to start coming through.
Oh yeah.
My buddy from Bakersfield, Ryan, who did all my music for me. He's swinging down here, so it's cool. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Nice. Hey, no, I love that Don Rob rig. I grabbed one. A buddy of mine owed me a little bit of cash, so I ended up giving him a little bit of cash for he actually had a Don Rob rig, so it worked out pretty good for him. I paid about half in cash and half. It's an insight, but it's pretty dope.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
And I was laughing, looking at the Dab Lab. It's fucking crazy. China just rips off every. I don't have it anymore, but I had an Earl Jr. Tesseract probably about 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And they're knocking off the Klein bottles already. If you look on the Dab Lab, it's crazy. The one that you have for, they're like $5,000. It's like $40. I'm like, wow, it's just ridiculous.
Damn, that's crazy. They're doing all that. Yeah, I had a Tesseract
I gotta
too.
get going.
All right, Mark. Thanks for coming on, bud. Have a great day, bud.
All
right, Mark.
See you guys later. You take it easy.
Have a good one, bud. But I was gonna say the Tesseract was cool, but it was kind of airy.
Yeah, it didn't hold that much water. Mine I liked. I ended up grabbing a Sovereignty mini pillar or a trade for it, and so I just did it. But I love, that's one of those rigs where if I could have done it back, I would have grabbed that one back. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like I said, I got obviously a shit ton of Earl Juniors. I was liking his shit before he was like anybody really knew who he was. Because some of these rigs, this rig's like old, but it's cool that he's blown up now. Everybody's really respects him, and his glass really blown up. So that's kind of cool. And he's a super nice guy, family man out in Texas.
I've never met him before. I've only met a couple glass blowers. Ben Wilson was. I bought a rig over at Island, which I'm sure you've heard of, and It had like a little pinhole in the bottom of it. I filled it up, and all of a sudden, my whole fucking table was just stoked. I was like, "Holy shit!" Contacted Ben, and he took care of it. He was super, super nice guy, though. I mean, I spent the whole day up at his house smoking with him.
Oh yeah, I remember you
He ended
talking to
up,
me about that. Hell yeah, dude.
then he ended up driving back to La Habra after he fixed it, and gave me a little layback bubbler also as a gift. Just super, super nice guy. You couldn't meet a nicer guy.
No, I agree 100%. Ben Wilson and Raina, his wife, like we talked about.
Yeah. Yeah, she does the coconut rigs. My wife wants one of those so bad.
She did the coconut. And then her other friend did those unicorn rigs. Remember those? Oh, you froze for a second. Maybe he'll come back. All right. Well, I'm going to get a dab ready.
Give me 2 more minutes. I'm doing something real quick.
Oh, no rush, bud. All right. Well, I'll do a dab till everybody gets back. Veggie, I know you're not going to be on when I get off. I doubt it. If my boy Ryan comes by, I might go live with my boy Ryan. Look at that. I better fucking charge my fucking you know what's so badass about this? These mics, they have they charge in their case. So I'm gonna double check and make sure this is getting charged. Yeah. Charge it up, charge it up, charge it up. That was really cool. I'm glad you came on there, Jason. You can come back on if you want, bud. You just froze. You know, internet's tough sometimes for lives. But yeah, I love seeing the grow. The grow looked fucking fire. That was awesome. Like Mark said, like and subscribe. Never know who's going to come on here showing the grows. I love seeing that, guys. If you guys ever want to show me a grow or something, feel free to jump on here. If you guys want to hang out, smoke, that's fine too. I always enjoy having a good time with you guys. Yeah, and I'm just going to be on here for a little bit, and then I got to get off here probably. I don't know. I got everything pretty much done, but probably make me something to eat or something. I don't know. I might wait. I know my boy Ryan's going to come down here ready to eat. So maybe we'll take him somewhere to go eat, somewhere good. Go down to Newport Beach or something. Go down to the pier. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for coming on, bud. If you ever want to come on again, whenever show your shit as you go. That's fun too, bud. Thank you for coming on, bud. You rock, bud. All right. Let's get high and hydrated. Know what's running around. That was fun. That was awesome. I love that. You guys are the best fans, guys. I always love seeing your shit, telling your stories. Makes my day. All right, let's do it, guys. But yeah, the Tesseract was cool. It was a little airy. I like this one a little bit better. It's not as airy, kind of chugs more, milks a little bit better. Probably why he didn't continue with the Tesseract as much. But then a lot of the other rigs I got are one-offs. I think they were literally made just for that weed shop. I went to the smoke shop that we got them from. Like the mug rig, I don't even know, the Synergy one maybe, and then definitely the Metatron. But then, you know, I have a lot of them. They're always fun. And again, another great guy. Hell yeah, Veggie. Did you get the new extracts? Was we talking about that online? You got those extracts? We'll see. Maybe I'll bring him on here for live. I don't know. I could probably do that. Move the tables away or something. See if he wants to. I'm sure he'll bring his guitar. We could have Ryan in the background playing. I'm glad I cleaned this dabber. See, that's the other thing when you dab, just runs up your dabber, because it's always trying to run to the coldest spot. So that's why it's good to dunk dabs usually, because it just gets off the fucking dabber quickly. Because you don't have a dabber. I'm getting pretty faded. I'm enjoying this stuff here. It's a blueberry
I'm back.
acai indica. How you doing, buddy? He had to go water the plants, take care of his girls, but that was fun having him on here. Thank you, Jason. He was talking. I think he had a rig like yours. He was talking about. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh, Don Rob.
Yeah, the Don Rob.
Don Rob is cool. It's like you know what I mean. I like him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah. He
From
said he
Vegas.
liked him too. Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah.
I was doing some shit right now because my pops came back and I had to handle some bullshit. You know how it is.
You got to do your shit, bud.
If you don't do your shit, you know what happens, right? No, I'm joking.
I know. Your shit you don't get done.
Where's fucking Veggie, or is he still working? Veggie's working probably.
He said he's going to be off at 1:30, whatever 1:30 his time. Oh, I never think about that. That's 10:30 my time.
When is your buddy coming?
Oh, at y'all's time. No. Oh, okay. I just read it. So that's 4:30 his time. I want to see, did I get any classes unlocked? I want to be a cool person. So you just got to play more and you'll eventually be able to be like Darth Vader?
I think you got level up, right? I don't know how this game works, right? Level up.
Oh, that was Mark. Mark is telling me it all. Damn it. Okay, let's try to be somebody. Trying to go somewhere. Oh, wait, what just happened? Why did the prices go up? Why not? Oh, no. Oh. Why am I these guys? I'm so
Isn't that the
confused.
good bad guys?
But I was the other guys the last time.
I think because it switches, like, you know what I mean?
Fuck.
Your team.
So I got to now upgrade these fuckers.
I don't know. Fuck.
All right.
Where's fucking Mark at? Or
Damn it.
Veggie?
We're going to try it again. Maybe I'll get put on the other team. That's bullshit. I got to grind so hard now.
That's about Star Wars. I don't know what the difference is about grinding.
Yeah, it's hard when you're multiplayer. Play any mode now. Let's try that one. Quick match. I like the sound of that. I can see Noah. On here.
Shit, I'll be Yoda. What's called Yoda?
Man, I don't like this. This game's going to be interesting to play. I'm not a big fan of it so far. Maybe when I get everybody on it and we're all playing or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go back to. All right, let's see what this. That last one he was playing was pretty fun. All right, let's try this one more time. Come on, Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. All right, let's see if it gives me something. It's gonna put me on the other team again.
Should better give you something, dude.
Give me some. Put me on a good team. I don't want to have to upgrade the other team again. I just want to get one person that isn't a fucking default character. I'm gonna get back on Harry Potter. What the fuck?
Bob, bomb on the west turret.
Why am I Bob? Whatever. All right. I'm helping.
Elite resistance fighter on site. Come on. Timer's running. Get
All
the bomb
right.
off the west turret. Have one of these.
Oosh. Oh my goodness.
We're just losing people now. Go. Head for the castle.
Damn it.
We'll
There's
figure
so
things out
many
there.
different ones you gotta do. This is so stupid.
Last chance then. Our transport shuttle's in system, so we don't need to hold the order off forever.
Then I need.
Just can't let the stormtroopers seize more ground. You got it? Good.
Oh boy. I know. This ain't golf. Maybe I'll work on this on my off time.
You're like, oh, let me like do this off stream and like when I get better.
Yeah, this sucks. I'll do it one night when I'm just. See, I usually stream all the time. Though, so I'll probably put it on the stream anyway. All right, we're golfing.
Do you like use your like your thumb to like hit the swing, or you use like the X or A? What's it called?
Well, I'll be honest. I used to only do my thumb always, but I do the tap now.
Yeah, the tap's easier,
Yeah,
right?
I think so. It could be harder when it gets into the harder levels, possibly.
Yeah.
But I'm playing like
It's
I'm
not
just
easy, but
trying to upgrade my character right now. I ain't playing like the really hard online shit yet. Those guys are just really good. So once I get my character like maxed out, I'm gonna try to get on the harder ones. My driver's already maxed out though. I do crush drives though. I just crush drives, take names.
That's nicely done.
That's nicely done. I like his accent. We get this. I don't know where he's from.
probably fucking Australia or UK or.
Yeah, I was one of the two.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole.
Have you noticed like Ireland people have better like American accent than like England people? Or no, am I small? I don't know.
Well, they're on the same island though, right?
That's impressive.
What?
Ireland and UK?
Yeah.
You know, let me see this, bro. You don't know it. You don't. All right, let me see. Ireland location.
In England, I'm pretty sure. In Britain.
No, they're so time out. Nope. Ireland is not connected. It's next to each other, but not connected. All right, they're like maybe 5 miles away from each other.
But isn't some a United Kingdom on it?
Probably they have bridges. Probably I don't know.
I don't know. I thought so. Maybe
chat would know.
We gotta ask our friends because we do got some friends over in the United Kingdom. But anyway, so I am 57% Irish. I think they say Irish British, but
I'm Ireland. When that's Irish British, right?
Yeah, I think they're. Well, that's what it says on my thing. It says Irish British. I think it's mainly Ireland.
Okay, let's get back to the
but then I'm also 27% Italian. So I'm mainly Irish Italian, kind of. Irish British Italian.
I remember that shirt, the show Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Remember that show?
Oh yeah, I watched it.
Those guys would eat so many Italian food. It's crazy. Italian.
You want me to play golf? I wonder if they got a free golf game on here. or no, soccer. He wants me to play FIFA soccer.
Soccer is pretty fun, but it's pretty competitive online.
Is it?
But it's fun to play like 2v2 though. You know what I mean? Online.
Yeah, yeah. Little soccer.
But this weather today is beautiful.
Oh yeah, my boy's coming down on a perfect day.
Yeah, that's one of those
Ooh, you
spots
almost
you're
made
happy
it.
to walk after. Did everything but go down. And tapping
The guy
in
that
for
delivered my
par.
DoorDash, he's funny. I know him. And that's full because I forgot I ordered a shirt one time. It's like that roll tide shirt, like the Blitz Bama Blitz, and he already knows this is the Alabama team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, oh, I went there. I was like, that's right. He's like, you don't miss Alabama? He's like, nah. He's like, I missed the price though.
Alabama.
People like California. In California, there's so much things to do in a way. Not like
Yeah.
Texas. So many places to go.
And this putt is for a big
Oh yeah, for sure.
and back to the course with the live action.
I'm excited because the last time my buddy came down here, I wasn't feeling so good, so I never got to hang out with him. So this will be cool.
What do you guys do? Just test up, chill?
I don't know. It's whatever he wants to do. I mean, you know, we got a nice pool of shit here. We could maybe hit the pool. Maybe even get some shit to barbecue even at the pool or something. Because, you know, it's a day out. It's a good day to do it because it won't be so busy. But he might want to hit the beach too. He always likes hitting the beach when he's down here. So maybe we'll swing out to the beach.
What beach do you hit? Huntington?
Well, I'm right by Newport Beach. But Huntington's close, yeah.
305 yards. But are you brave enough to take it on? You have to be awfully sure of yourself. Lay it up down to the left-hand side and just hit a pitch.
I miss that restaurant they used to have. I know they have another new restaurant on that pier, but what was that restaurant before they had on the pier on Huntington Beach? Fuck.
Oh, I don't remember.
But you get what I'm saying though. They had
Yeah,
beach
yeah,
games.
yeah.
Good ass view. You can see Catalina Island.
Yeah. I like Huntington Beach. I used to go out to Huntington when I surfed more.
I feel like now a lot of people go there, right? It's like always packed in the weekends, probably.
Yeah, because Huntington was a little closer to Long Beach when I was out in Long Beach and shit. But I'm closer to Newport Beach now, but Huntington isn't far.
Newport's nice.
Yeah, I'm only like a couple miles from it.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Me and my kid walked to it once. It's still a little ways. I mean, it's still, you know, a few miles uphill. It was like uphill, downhill. It was kind of crazy, but
I biked. I remember me and my buddy, we did a mission. But thank God his parents picked us up, and we were doing like BMX bikes, and we had like the small. You know how in BMX bikes you gotta like, it's not like, you know what I mean, fixie bikes. You know what I mean? You gotta.
right.
We went all the way to Mountain Valley to HB.
Damn.
And we had to call for help. Not true.
It's hilarious. Yeah, I was when I was in Redondo Beach, I used to rollerblade like 10 miles down to Venice Beach to hit a weed shop because Redondo Beach didn't have any weed shops. And the closest one was down in Venice Beach. So I would get the Strand and rollerblade all the way down the beach to Venice because I lived right off the beach in that Redondo Beach. I liked Redondo Beach. Redondo Beach Pier was nice. They had a lot of good seafood and shit, like fresh seafood for you and shit.
Bro, it's crazy how Malibu now, like how it looks.
I have never been to Malibu. You know that?
Yeah, and if you go, there's like fucking National Army over there.
It's all burned out.
Right?
I didn't know
so
that.
like, it's fucking sad, but most of those guys have money probably that got their house burnt, but some people got left those houses, so they, you know what I mean? They got fucked.
Right.
Shout out to Gavin Newsom though, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Now that finds him in first place. Well, our leader is already bolted, currently way out in front.
I'm just destroying them. No, I got them all set at easy.
Your boy from Bakersfield, he's like a smoker, I'm guessing, right? Of course.
He doesn't dab, and he usually doesn't even smoke weed, to be honest with you. If he does, it would be a tiny hit. He says it makes him too tired.
That's cool. He's chilling.
Yeah. But you never know. I sometimes can talk him into a teeny tiny dab.
Well, this one's right at the pin.
Shit, after that drive from Bakersfield for where you, especially where you live, I would take a little dab.
No shit.
Especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
He makes good time usually. But like I said, I think we looked it up about 2.5 hours or so. Ain't too bad. Yeah, especially at this time of the day. If he leaves right about now, there is not going to be too much traffic because it's already past rush hour.
This is the perfect time to leave anywhere.
Yeah.
When I go to Vegas, I leave early, like at fucking 5 in the morning. 4.
Right-hand side. Players bailing it out to the left off the tee do have the opportunity to kind of hit a low little chasing shot into this green if they so desire, but is a difficult.
I tried to go for it.
Look at it.
Yeah, nicely played.
But I feel like Battlefield's more competitive, more tryhard.
Is it? I'm excited. I want to just, I don't. I just hate how you have to do all this shit to do, unlock everything.
Yeah, and Call of Duty, you unlock shit like by just leveling up and shit.
Yeah, and it's
Whatever,
like you want to pay
kills.
for a character to look like something. I get it, but that doesn't, I feel like that almost doesn't make it fair either. Then, because it's like, okay, well, you've been playing for fucking 5 months, you got everything unlocked, and I got nothing. I'm playing with a fucking droid, Yay!
You're playing with a simple ass fucking character.
Yeah, it's like this doesn't seem fair.
This is not fun. I have a little gun, and these guys have the bigger one.
Yeah, he's got all the perks, all the cards, Vader. I mean, I watched videos on it. I was like, Jesus, you could get cards and Vader, and you're just like gonna destroy everybody.
It's getting big right now because that guy XQC, the biggest streamer, he's been playing that shit like for the past 3 days straight. And when you have a streamer that plays it like that, like you know what I mean, then that's when all the sweaties come out to try to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Win
get him.
lobbies and shit.
Yeah.
And finishing up with a par here today.
All right, finish the game. I'm gonna do a dab after I upgrade my character.
And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find
Look at me, destroy.
Yeah, under 12 and shit, and the other guys are +1.
Dab time. Yeah, I'm gonna do a dab with you, bud. Goodbye for now. Ooh, look at all the points I got. Oh my shit. I could really upgrade this guy. This is gonna be cool.
Bro, what's it called? Nick.
What?
Do you live no, I was gonna say, where's the places where like Disney's in Anaheim, right? Or no?
Yeah, I ain't too far from Disney. I'm closer to Disney now than I am Knott's Berry. I used to be closer to Knott's Berry when I was at Long Beach.
Bro, I guarantee you those condos near like Disneyland that like you could see the fire, like how people buy. There's condos near Disney, you know what I mean? And I guarantee you those condos probably go for a lot because people probably just see those fireworks at nighttime.
Yeah.
That'd be badass though. But I don't like fireworks sounds. No, I like the big boom sound, but shit's overrated. I don't know. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Stay high, stay faded.
Yeah, guys. All right, look at that. I just upgraded. Rebirth. Over 90. Rebirth has been unlocked. All my players will start at level 25 now.
That's right.
Did I get any of these? 13. Bam.
Oh, fucking trash can guy. The trash can things are so loud. Those fucking trucks.
Oh, yeah. My guy's over 90. He's over 90. Get it.
That's what I like about 2K. I want to do. We should get NBA, but I don't know how you'd be in NBA.
You know, it's funny. I have NBA
have you ever
like
seen that?
2K20 or something. I have an older one, and I never really played it.
Bro, if me and you played that shit, like you know how there's like park, like there's park, whatever. You and your friend could play. Like, it's like 2 other people or 3. I used to play that shit. I used to spend money on those V-Bucks. What's it called? Those little things level up your shit.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool, but it's cheating though, right? No joking.
Man. All right, upgrade. Nothing to upgrade.
When does your kid get out of school? Soon or not?
No, he doesn't get out
Like,
to. Oh, you mean for like spring break
yeah.
or summer break or whatever?
Is it like early June or what?
Yeah, sometime in June. It's longer than a
I know
lot of people.
everything's.
There's a lot of kids already out, which is crazy.
Shit, I remember I used to have like, fuck, I used to love summer, but that shit would go by quick because you'd have so many like good times and shit.
Yeah. Here, my skid loader
like,
hiding, watching it. Hell yeah. Bad time. This is hilarious because you know what, Alex, I used to work in this one factory and I did forklift and I moved shit, pallets around and shit. And I sometimes would build a little cubby hole. And then I saw him do it in that one movie where they were like working at like a Costco.
Employee of the month.
Yeah, I did something similar to that. I didn't do it that fancy. Mine wasn't that fancy by any means. It was more like hold on, thanks, Colin. Mine, I just built a little cubby hole just to hide in, chill out. How you doing, Dank?
What's going on?
Chilling
Not
like a
bad.
villain. What are you smoking on, bud?
I think some of this sherbet that I got in here. Taking a break from mowing, do some bong rips here.
How much you got to mow?
It's 2 acres total, but I've been slacking, so I got to go slow with the zero turn. So I put like 3 hours in so far. I probably got like another 3 hours.
Oh, you got a nice zero turn.
Sheesh.
I get weird on the internet. I'll sometimes watch these guys cut their grass, and it'll be like a guy who like works for like a golf course or something, and he'll like be cutting it with like 3 different lawnmowers. It's like this is crazy. Get it just really low. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool. He'll cut patterns into it and shit. I'm like, oh,
Bro,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the story after I take this dab thing, but my uncle that lives in Monroe, Michigan, after he mows his backyard, he just burns the fucking shit. And they don't give a fuck. The firefighters he throws that shit in the back of his shit and he burns any trash he has. I'm like, oh my god, dude, you're fucking crazy.
Damn. Yeah, my grandfather had 4 acres, and we used to go to the very back of his place, and we built a fire pit, and we would make a little fire. And we were in Columbus, Ohio, in Gahanna, and we'd cook hot dogs and marshmallows and chill. And every single time the fire department came, and they were like, just making sure, every single time. It was hilarious. I always remember seeing these red lights flashing, these firemen coming back there.
But he told me that they went like a couple years ago because he did a big one, but they already know who it is. They're like, man, this is Craig. Who gives a fuck? We know where he lives. They're like, what's the address? He's good.
What state does Noah live in? He lives right by me, L.A.
What state? I live in LA state.
Yeah, I guess
California.
California. I guess that would be
Oh yeah,
better.
California.
He lives in the state of LA.
I live in state LA with 10 million people.
How's your weather in Ohio, Dank?
About 70, overcast. That's why I want to get this mowing done because it's supposed to rain tomorrow and the next day.
Yeah. Overcast. That's typical Ohio.
That's supposed
I'll
to
be right
heat
back.
up
Give me
and
2
be
seconds.
70 this weekend, and then 80 for probably towards the rest of the week. Next week, I mean.
The heat's coming. Heat and humidity. But yeah.
Yeah, hopefully the next house I buy doesn't have as big of a yard. But my luck, it'll be on like 6 acres.
That's a lot to cut. Get a big Ford with a bush hog.
Yeah, right. The property that I used to have in Michigan was just under 4 acres. There's a pond and a trailer, and then of course my huge weed pen, but it still is like 3.5 acres of mowing. It take me like 3 days, and then if it rains in between, it's like by the time I'm done mowing, it's time to start again.
Alex says in Cali you can't burn anything, you'll get a fine. Yeah, I know. They're picky about that. They don't like fires. You get in huge troubles. Like you come out in Cali and you're like in the woods and they catch you smoking. You know, you're not allowed to do anything. It's so crazy out here.
Yeah, I got a fire pit in the front yard that I built, but like I'm just outside of the town limit, so I can do whatever I want. I can go shoot guns in the backyard or whatever.
That's nice. That's cool. I always like a good fire pit. They out here in Cali, though, they do have these certain beaches that are designed and they have the fire pit for the beach. So you can go there and, just chill at the beach at their fire pits, which are cool. I do that a lot. Not lately.
Yeah, I think in Ohio, you're not supposed to burn from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So anytime after 6 p.m. at night, you're allowed to burn, but they just don't want you doing it during the day.
Interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say we always did ours at night anyway, but
like whenever the sun goes down, like the wind and the atmosphere typically stabilizes, and so there's less, prone for fires to spread and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. I never thought about that. It is always calmer usually at night. Flat Earth shit, probably. They say without our moon, we wouldn't have our waves and shit. So. If it's a flat Earth, it wouldn't work.
Fucking Nick. I'm gonna send Nick out to space, bro. Me and Nick are gonna be on a fucking. I'm gonna take Nick to space.
All right, I need to. Let's go. We're gonna talk to the guy. We're gonna go up like the ladies do.
We're gonna be the first one smoking a joint out there.
That sounds good.
The hot box.
In that pure oxygen. Whoosh.
like most, not most, but a lot of planets have moons. But like ours is special because it's like the exact size. I'm gonna butcher this, but it's like for whatever size
400.
our Earth is compared to the sun, our moon is like an exact equation of that, and that's the only reason why we get eclipses, because otherwise like the moon wouldn't blot out the sun perfectly. It would only blot out like a little bit each time.
Yeah, it's like 400 the size of it or something. It blocks it out perfectly.
If I were you guys, I would try to get as far from the sun. That shit is big as fuck, and you think we're like in a big universe, and our sun is probably small compared to other suns, right or no?
Probably it's medium size. But here's
Like
the one interesting. Here's the
whatever.
interesting thing about the moon, and I never find anybody give me a good answer on this one. Is like if gravity is real and like planets are in gravity, the moon has been moving away from Earth. They say it used to be closer, and they said like a long time ago, the eclipse you wouldn't be able to see the aurora around the sun. It was so close they would just block it out completely. And they said, it's going to slowly get farther away. The moon's moving away from us. But if the moon has gravity, if the moon has gravity and the Earth has gravity, wouldn't they be going together?
But it says so the moon's going like 1.5 inches per year away.
I understand that, but why? But why?
But like we have gravitational pull to the sun as well, so maybe the sun is yanking it and keeping it, you know what I mean, away.
It's because they say the tidal forces. I don't know.
No.
Tidal forces?
No, I'm just saying but it's like, I'm picturing them both as like magnets. The moon actually, you can orbit the moon. It has like a gravity, right? You can kind of, that's what they do with the Apollo and shit, and they have done that before. So that means, wouldn't they both be kind of pulling themselves together?
No, they are. It says the moon will continue to move away. Eventually, Earth will be tightly locked with the moon.
I know, but that doesn't make sense. Should be coming towards us.
That's scary. Then I don't want that shit to come like an asteroid, bro. What the fuck? Shit. That shit. Imagine it comes to us. Hold it. Elon Musk, send me to space already. Fuck. I'll be in a space. I'll be watching.
Slams into Atlantic and sends a tsunami out.
God, I watched a movie that was similar to that, where these astronauts were in space, and then they watch like
But I
the
can't.
Earth get hit by an asteroid and destroyed. And then what? You're just stuck in your fucking little spaceship to run out of
You
air
guys
and
are like,
food
what
and
do you guys?
eventually die.
Hey, you just look at each other like this. Hey, we're the final ones. They're like, should we go back down there or some shit? But you can't go down there because an asteroid hits has radiation. So
Well, there's one when
the
the
whole
movie I
Earth
hit,
kind
it
of.
hit it, and it was like, you know, just pieces flying around. There's nothing to go to.
I don't know how crocodiles are still around with all that radiation. Those guys are crazy.
Yeah, I heard they slowly changed though. I heard they ain't the exact same. But yeah, same thing with like sharks. Sharks have been around
They
forever,
used
but
to
they
be
ain't the
probably. They used to.
exact same
I
shit.
guarantee you, sharks back then used to be bigger because the air. Because you know how they said scientists said that air was better back then, like where you could breathe and like breathe more air. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
there's some.
oxygen level was way higher.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
oxygen
so you could
level
be
was way higher.
larger. You could be larger. That's why they had a lot
And
of
I'm like
larger
this, as the
creatures.
dwarf. I'm like, that's right. I'm like, I got no breath in me. I'm joking.
Yeah, you get all that extra air. Package is waiting in his mailbox. Veggie's got his stuff coming.
That's right.
That'll be interesting to see. But yeah, dude, I've been dabbing this punch, dude. It's so CRC.
How do you not see what the logo is, fucking Nick? Are you faded?
No, I walked
How
in.
do you not ask?
They had them this
Yeah.
way. It doesn't say
But you
punch
didn't ask.
extract.
I know, but you
I
didn't
thought
ask
it
them
was
what the. Oh.
handcrafted extracts or something.
Oh.
And you know, then
Then
I
you look
got
around
this.
and they punched you in the face. They
It
punched you
does
in the
it
face.
does say punch in very tiny letters on the bottom, but
Nick was like, I like that. I like that color red, and I was like, fuck, I'll give it a try.
all right, I'm gonna rip this one up for you guys. I got to see what this looks like at least. This is the Sour Kush coming in at 83%.
Let's pray for Nick, everybody.
Well, I don't think these companies ever do, like, they don't have like multiple different methods. You know what I mean? It's always like if they see or see it, they see or see
yeah,
it.
they have like a. That's probably a different flavor, but with the same probably. I don't know. That coloring looks.
Am I gonna be able
What is
to
it? Yellow.
hold it? Well, it looks. I mean, I don't know. That's awfully light. I'm gonna try it though.
You only live once.
You know, I mean, what do you think? I'm gonna throw these away? I mean, at least if they see it, I know that it's actually clean. Might not taste good. CRC is like a color. It's like a God, you know, when we do the separate, we do the same thing with like distillate. When you get rid of pesticides. All right, let's try this clear shit. This shit is so clear. I'm gonna dunk it though. I'm able to dunk it. Nice. Nice.
I wonder how much some of these shops make like in a day or a week. Millions, billions. The shop I go has to be making a lot of money.
Some
Green
shops
Dragon.
do that.
How much do you think they pay their people though that work there? Like 20, 25?
Oh shit, Veggie. I didn't think about that. Veggie's in Florida. He's got his package sitting in the mailbox, and it's just
Yeah, you better be careful.
probably
Fucking,
100 degrees in Florida.
And he's telling us he has a package in his mailbox. You know who's listening to us? The feds. No, I'm joking.
They don't know which mailbox. No.
Package of dildos.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna surprise them. This is not what I was expecting. All right, what is this one I'm about
Who
to
said
do?
he got his Amish brothers that made? Remember he said that? He got an Amish package.
Well, this shit looks fire. Honestly, it looks really fucking clear, but I just don't know if I trust that color. I know how to make extracts, and it's very hard to get it that color without doing something to it. Unless you really, you'd have
Hey,
to
remember what's it
pull the
called?
plant. You'd have to pull that plant really early.
Nick, the guy that came on earlier, remember he said like he likes like the high quality wax shatter, right? Remember Green Wolf?
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
Green Wolf shop? There's a thing called Loud Pack extracts. They'll make some good strawberry banana, and it would taste like strawberry banana, and you know it was no terp. It was straight like nug run. I miss those old days, motherfuckers. I gotta buy a whole. I gotta. One day I get famous, I'm gonna get my own grow. I'm gonna find some strawberry banana, and make millions of pounds of it.
I sent you a message or a request on Discord. If you send me your address, I'll send you a little package.
You hear that, Noah?
All right, that's right. I appreciate it, dude. If I need to pay for any includes for the shipping, I'm down. I appreciate it,
No, I
bro.
got you.
All right. Oh, I see. All right, all right.
Oh yeah.
I'll add you. That's right.
But yeah, I mean,
I
this looks
appreciate
good,
that.
but this shatter, I don't know. I get a little burning in my throat again.
It's because of the. I don't know.
It might be the
Why is that?
CRC.
Is it because it may be too hot or no?
No, I dabbed
Or
that one under, like, I did that one at like 480. That one was pretty low. I don't know. I don't know. I can't guarantee anything.
we gotta go find out. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna be like, hey, who's punch action, motherfucker?
Yeah, I know. Let's go visit them.
But they're like in a lot of shops. They have shops around me that have
Green
punch
Dragon.
extracts, whatever.
What
No,
is
not
it?
yeah. They have punch extracts in Green Dragon. You know, a lot of they do those little joints now. Like Stizzy has the joints, Punch Extracts has the joints. They sell those little pre-roll in like the 7 things, whatever, or 6, whatever.
Yeah, who was it? Was it Rumble Funks? One of our fans sent me something. I swooped up that one joint that one time. That was pretty cool. Man, I don't know about this shit. That definitely does something to your throat.
Hey, don't give it to your buddy from Bakersfield. That'd be fucked. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Well, again, I don't know if he would. I don't even know if he'd dab anyways. He'll come here. Last time he came here, he goes, I just want to get CBD. So I took him to a CBD shop and we got some CBD weed and he rolled a joint and smoked some CBD.
I got some shit from my dad when he had like after his hip surgery, and he put it on his hip, like the lotion, CBD lotion, and it helped. He said it was like it wasn't like THCA. It was like mostly all CBD. It was like the high CBD.
I can believe that could work possibly more. Or my buddy Naps has a CBD company and they do really well and everybody loves his stuff. And even my wife's mom uses it and everybody loves the lotions and stuff.
And I got some shit like rest in peace my dog before he passed away, but he was getting older. But I like the shop Green Dragon, a lot of shops where you live too, but they have shit where you could get your for your dog, and you just put it in his mouth, like it's like those little drops.
Oh, I
You put
remember.
it
I
in like a
remember the CBD for dogs and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I had some of that actually. I think I gave it away because I didn't have a dog at the time. and I
You're
don't
like
think Tina wouldn't need it. Tina's the most chill dog in the world. Notice you never
yeah,
hear her bark.
little dogs are cool. Yeah, little dogs are chill.
She only barks if it's like a maintenance man or somebody's at the door, possibly, but that's about it. But we do got her some gabapentin and something else they gave her because she's the most chill dog in the world. You can do anything in the world to her. Grab her tail, anything, doesn't give a shit. But if you try to clip her fucking nails, she freaks out. So they gave her some medicine to calm her down because she hates getting her nails clipped. And it's funny because I was like, I take gabapentin for my nerve damage. And they go, "You're supposed to chill you out." I was like, interesting.
Yeah, I think
But
we have it for my dog too.
hell yeah. Well, you know, the funny thing about the gabapentin is I didn't believe them, but I take it every single day. And then I quit taking it for like 4 days, and then I started feeling not so good, and I was like, I realized what it was. I was like, "I better get back on my gabapentin." It helps more than just nerve damage. It chills you out quite a bit. So
I
what
wish it
bets
was
we going on today?
baseball. Damn, you read my mind. I was looking up. The game start 3 o'clock our time, so in like 4 hours.
Alright.
Because like Tuesday, like what's today? Tuesday and Mondays are mostly like. Yesterday was Memorial Day, so there's always like those games early. But Monday, Tuesday is mostly like late games. It's like travel day, so less games.
Right.
And Wednesday, Thursday, I think Wednesday, Thursday, there's some morning games. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I like my action, dude. I like to be sweating any 24/7.
Yeah.
But you got to I just tell people when you gamble, play with the money you can afford and be smart, bro. Don't waste your money. Don't waste all your fucking money in 1 second.
Yeah, and like you say, you don't have to do it every day.
I do it every day because I have not that, but shit. If you don't, yeah.
No, it's
Go
like,
get
I don't know.
DJ.
I just don't do
I
what
don't
I
give
do.
a fuck.
Don't do what I do.
Don't do what I do. Vegas makes casinos off me, bro. I can't wait. I'm going to dude, the new Flamingo pool reopened in Vegas. It looks so badass. There's like a
Y
walk, like you can walk in, like it's like like now all the like pools you could like there's a bar where you could just swim into, like swim onto or whatever.
Yeah.
I love Vegas, dude.
The Flamingo. You know, the Flamingo, the pool area, that's where I lost my virginity.
Damn,
Yeah, I was in
that's
the
right.
one of those, me and the girl was in one of those, it was a cabana,
Canopies.
and
Yeah,
they had the
cabana.
they had the thing, the curtain that goes around it, but
Yeah.
the pool was closed. It was real late, and so we snuck in the pool and then snuck in one of those closed cabanas.
You know why they have those closed cabanas, right? Because all these
Why?
high rollers are just bring like all these escorts and shit. They're like, I'll deal. Like, I don't, not like that, but
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, I guess during the day, they usually roll up the things. I guess you could keep it closed, but I mean, it was nice to see that's where it was.
Nah, but I like cabanas. You have a TV and like a little fan above.
Yeah.
I go big when I go to pools.
The Flamingo. I can't believe that's still even open in Vegas. That hotel was
They
old
make,
even
they
back
make a
when I
lot of
was in it.
money. They still have flamingos there, dog. They still have those little flamingos.
Yeah,
The little.
I was back there in 96, 97.
It's crazy how small the legs of the flamingo are. Like they're like tall and their legs are like so like you know what I mean? Like it's so like skinny.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. How you think someone nah? I guarantee you. I was gonna say. Do you think anybody has tried to eat a flamingo? Probably, right? Yeah, it's just. It's, yeah, right. Of course, it's not. Is it illegal? I don't know. I'm not. I'm
That's a
assuming
good
not.
question. I'm sure is that the state
Like in
bird?
China somewhere, right? Or like somewhere in like Taiwan or somewhere or some shit.
Well, they eat everything, so I'm sure a flamingo's been ate.
It's sad, bro. How they have like those like you could buy animals in like those little cages and shit.
Well, some people eat horse, right?
Horse? Fuck, that's fucked up, dude. You can't do that. That's
Guinea pig.
fucked.
Yeah.
Guinea. I heard someone ate that shit before, bro. That's true. People eat guinea pigs. I heard the little fucking guys.
Probably. Dank, I was in Ohio. Maybe you know that. Was it called a Belgian? It was this giant horse my one friends had. Then they had it was like bigger. It was like a Clydesdale kind of,
But like bigger.
but yeah, almost bigger than a Clydesdale. Yeah, and I forget what they called it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I think it is a Belgian. Yeah.
is it a Belgian? Something like that. And I
Okay.
remember because I remember I knew the dude because I worked with him at the plant, and he goes, he had a big farm, and I go, "What's your wife do?" She goes, "She takes care of the horses." And he goes, "What kind of horse?" And I go, "That's cool." And I go, "What kind?" He goes, "Well, they're bigger than a Clydesdale." And I go, I never heard of such thing. He goes, they're like, "Yeah, they're one of the biggest horses in the world." And he showed me some pictures. I was like, "Damn, these horses are huge." That's crazy.
I don't even know how I'll get on one of those shits. Fuck. I don't need
Shit.
a ladder.
You could be on that thing with like a full set of armor, and that horse wouldn't even know you're on it.
I horse bet too. Horse betting. I can horse bet if I want right now. There's a lot of Gulfstream. There's a lot of horses everywhere. I love horses.
Yeah, horses
People
are.
say people would like people say, oh, you like horses, but you bet on horses. It's like why do you bet on other shit? You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? You get what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not a
know.
big
You know how
horse
people
fan,
are.
but I worked at
I'm not a
I
horse
worked with my
guy, but
grandfather who worked at a place that had horses, and all we did is fix fences. It was ridiculous.
my uncle has you know where Santa Cruz is? Where that's where
Mm.
your buddy's coming down. We're
Bakersfield,
gonna
is that it
pass
there?
that.
Okay.
No, it's Santa Cruz is like where Six Flags is near.
Oh, okay. I love Six Flags.
Yeah, so my uncle has a ranch out there. He has 3 horses. His wife does, and him. Just know they're not cheap to handle.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? You gotta handle them every day. Like you gotta take care, like not take care, but you gotta make sure like they're good and they're chilling.
Well, you ever see those really pretty fancy horses like over in Dubai that were like skinny and shit?
Why are they skinny then? That's fucked
I
up.
don't
Are they
know.
camels?
They're just like they're a different type of
I
breed of
thought in Dubai
horse.
they only have camels.
I don't know. They use them just for like beauty competitions or something.
No offense, I would never go to Dubai because if they don't let me smoke or drink, I'm good.
Bongs up.
You know that, right? You know you can't drink.
Dubai
You
is
could
so
drink some
strict.
places. You
I would
could
never,
drink.
never, ever. I would never,
I
ever,
heard you
ever,
could
ever
drink.
go to Dubai.
I heard you could drink, but it has to be with like one of like the big shot guys that has like one of like the big shots like sons, and you have to drink certain areas. You know what I mean? But smoking, you can't smoke. You can't smoke
I
weed.
saw the Nelk boys go there, and they had all kinds. They were stressing about all kinds of shit. Like
I would like to.
like that one
Dubai
guy
though
there. That
is
one guy on their team's like gay, and I guess they don't like gay people. So they're like,
his name.
don't mention you're gay. You know, they were like, you know, I was like,
It's
that's
what's
some
his name?
crazy
Gab.
fucking
His name is
shit.
Gab.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
big guy. And he
yeah,
lost a
yeah.
lot of weight.
Oh, they all did.
That,
They all gotten in shape.
but
I guarantee it's peptides a
Dubai's
lot.
religion. Dubai has their own religion. You know what I mean? You know what
Yeah,
they believe in? If you fucking kill no, I'm not saying nothing on GTA. Then you go to heaven and with 10 million wives or some shit. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah,
That's how
like I
all
said,
religions in
too
the Middle East.
dangerous.
You know that, right?
Too dangerous.
Well, that's
You could do one thing wrong and you're gonna be in jail for like 20 years.
like Vitality. Like you know Vitality. He's gonna be in
Oh
jail.
yeah. Oh,
Fuck.
I know Vitaly. I've been watching all of them. Him and that other dude.
I haven't got no updates, so maybe they kidnapped him somewhere. Fucking just
He's gone.
he's gone. He's stupid, man.
Well,
Like you have all
Vitaly
that,
came, lost it, got it back, and lost it all again.
but I feel like he took some good DMT there, dude. He didn't. He didn't look like he was. He looked like he was on a good one. He was smoking something in the Philippines or some shit.
What an
He asked for
idiot.
OG Kush, and they gave him DMT. I'm joking. They gave him DMT.
Well, I heard in like in one of those places, Thailand, I think they have weed shops. That's kind of cool.
That's where all the guys go. The streamers, they go to Bangkok or whatever, Thailand.
Mhm. That's
I wouldn't want
hilarious.
to go there. I'm good.
Well, they said that the girls have to tell you if they're a girl or a guy. Well, it's probably safer. It's a lot
You
safer
know,
that way.
you know what's crazy? It's all these. Hey, you know what's crazy? It's all these like 76-year-old, like 70-year-olds, and they're all from like Australia and New Zealand and shit that go to them. You know that, right?
Oh, I've seen YouTube videos of guys walking through it. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Because I watch a guy, he's like on Kick, and he streams it like he's in Bangkok, and he's talking to these girls because he's like one of those little celebrities out there, and the girls love him, and he knows that what's a lady boy and girl is. And you could just see all these other old guys behind him, all these white click. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like,
They'll be
this is
walking with
funny.
like two girls and one girl on each arm.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, they're living life. They're like, hey, I gotta, you know what I mean? They're like, my life is getting out of here. So I'm like,
Yeah, after your wife passes
and
away,
hey,
that's where you
where do
go.
a lot of people go? Like, remember you're growing up, Nick? Like my dad growing up, but I haven't been there. But like Hong Kong, I said Mich, but Hong Kong, Mexico.
I've
Like,
never
what's it
been
called?
there.
What's it called? Where you know how it is. Again, that there's a lot of things happen over there.
Right.
A lot of beautiful Latina girls. Take you to a room, you can have a good time.
I've been to Tijuana.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Tijuana. It's called fucking Hong Kong or something. It's like a little city in there.
Interesting.
But
Yeah,
that's
Speaking of Mexico,
Exactly.
29 days. Got my cruise coming up. Royal Caribbean, first
That's right.
time. Super excited. So yeah, this is the one we'll be doing. This one, the ATV one.
Nice. It'll be a nice side by side.
Yeah, and you can cruise the beach. Because like I said, we did all of them. We did the sail one all the time, and we obviously did the dolphin one. You can also do a camel one. They do camel excursions, jet skis, zip lining.
I've always wanted a jet ski on the fucking ocean. I have jet skis, but I jet ski in the lakes. That shit fucks up your jet ski. But I want to rent a jet ski, you know what I mean, just to try it out on
Well,
ocean.
I'm
Because
telling
ocean,
you, I don't know
yo,
what this guy caught, but this one boat pulled up and they had a fucking 6-foot shark and it looked like a teeny tiny great white. And I was like, I didn't know they have great whites out. I don't know if they have great whites out there, but they got sharks out there. And when we did the sailboat one, we're swimming with all these fish and shit. We did that a few times, and it was like I didn't, shark could come up. That'd be scary.
you can catch a lot of Maui Wowie out there. Maui.
Maui Wowie. That's some good weed too. Loaded and smoking. All right, I got to do dab. I've been talking.
What happened to Veggie, bro? This guy is delayed, bro. All right, he's not coming on no more. We're not inviting him no more, right? He's banned.
Yeah, he's
I'm
gone.
joking.
Well, he said 1:30 his time.
Yeah, it's already 2:10, 2:15.
No, he
He's
said
on the
our
Florida
time. He
time?
said 1:30 our time. My bad.
Oh, 1:30 our time?
So yeah, he's got a ways to go.
Fucking.
And then
That
he's
shit
got to,
put Pacific time.
then he's got to clean up and takes forever.
That fool ain't gonna be here then. We're all gonna be gone. He's gonna be sleeping. We're all
Ooh, look at
we're
it.
all
The
gonna be
sun
gone.
is coming out. The marine
It
layer's
is.
burning off.
The sun is coming out.
All right, let's do one more dab, guys. I'm going to get Alpha here.
For sure, for sure.
I'll try to be on tonight. I don't know if I can guarantee it. But if I go live, if anything, I might be showing some pics and shit on the Discord too. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll go live when we get, if we cook out at the pool. That'd be kind of fun. I won't be able to have you guys join because I'll be not at my computer, but it'll still be fun. Just like on the cruise. I'm going to be going live quite a bit on the cruise. I'm excited. I don't know if I want to bring the computer yet. I'm still debating about that. The thing is, if I go live with my computer, I'm going to have to drag the damn computer all around the damn ship. It'll be hard to walk anywhere.
What's it called? Connection on that shit or no? Like Wi-Fi?
Well, no, I'd get it on the cruise ship. I have to buy the cruise ship's Wi-Fi. Yeah. Although technically my new iPhone 16, I have a satellite phone now, technically. So I could use it, but I don't know how, that'd be probably pretty expensive. I was looking at the plans. They wasn't too bad.
Everybody's hyped on Starlink. All these streamers use Starlink when they travel, like in like RV trips and shit. Elon Musk is smart with that shit. Starlink.
I fucking put this shit away. Fuck it, I'm gonna try something new, guys, for the last dab. I'm so sick of some of this shit. I know this astronaut's is fire. We're grabbing this gelato, 82%. What packaging? This is $10 out the door. That includes tax. Love this company. I should honestly just buy this. Got your little seal of approval. Woo! Wasn't expecting
That's
that
what
color.
I do.
I wasn't
I
expecting that color. Hold on, let me turn up the light.
I smoke this like the company I trust. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah, it is
No, that looks fire for $10.
This shit's about white. Actually, it's kind of got a pink orangish hue to it. Interesting. All right, I'm excited for this one. All right, what did I say this is? Gelato Dreams. They call it sugar, but that looks like diamonds to me.
Is that gelato cross with Blue Dream?
Oh boy, hope not. All right, let's see. I can't smell anything on it, so I'm gonna dunk a big rock for the final one. That's what I'm gonna do. I got a big rock. Look at that. Rock. Gonna dunk it like a rock. As strong as I could be. Right. Maybe a little brighter. Dab time, guys.
Who's gonna win the Super Bowl now?
Who's in the Super Bowl? Or is it
I don't
still a
know.
ways
I think
away? I don't
who's
even
What
going
know
to
do
what's
win the
going
what do
next
you
on.
say?
Super Bowl?
The
Who's
next
going to win
Super
the
Bowl?
next Super Bowl? Yeah.
If Aaron Rodgers come back and he goes to the Steelers, I'm just saying like that's like one of my underdogs because I have like 3 people. Maybe they could do it because I like the coach. You know what I mean? He's an asshole, but he does a lot.
I think the Rams are
I
going to
feel
do
like
it.
the
L.A.
Chiefs.
Rams, baby.
I feel like I have 4. So Chiefs. I'm at the Steelers if Aaron Rodgers goes. Chiefs, Eagles, or my Rams. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
buddy.
But I think my Rams could win it the season after because we come back to SoFi. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who do you think's gonna?
I
Who do
think
you like then?
I think Cleveland is going to surprise a lot of people because they have 4 quarterbacks.
What are they gonna do? Bring hey first down. Here comes what's his name? Fucking the Schrader, whatever his name is. Then the next
Well,
guy, the guy
after 2
from
of them get injured, they'll still have 2.
dude. Why would they pick 2 fucking rookie quarterbacks? I get it. You could
I
trade
don't
it.
know.
You probably would.
Weird.
They're probably gonna. If they're smart, they'll trade one of them during the season. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Somebody else's quarterback will get hurt, and then they'll cough up like a 2nd-round pick for him or something.
But I'd rather have that one guy, bro. That one guy from Oregon, right? He came from Oregon, right? That got picked before him, right? Was it the
Yeah,
guy from
Dylan
Oregon?
Gabriel.
Yeah, I'd rather have him before the fucking Colorado kid.
Well, that and Flacco. I mean, Flacco was lighting teams up with Cleveland.
Yeah, and Flacco, this might be his last year, right? Or no? So he could. They say that he's gonna start before all of them. They say. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's what I would think. I mean, they'll probably play, all the other guys a bunch during preseason. Because there's only 3 preseason games this year, just to figure it out. But then, yeah, they're probably just going to sit on the one and try to trade one away.
To see how they play.
That division is just so rough. It's like Cincinnati, Joe Burrow, and then you got Cleveland, and then you got if the Steelers pick up Aaron Rodgers, so it's hard for one of those teams to run the gauntlet because their division's so hard.
And Aaron Rodgers, I'm not saying anything. He's just there for the money. You know what I mean?
You don't think he's too old?
No, he's there for the money. And you know what's sad to say? He has no kids. And you know it sucks? He doesn't talk to his family. Like I'm a
Well, I was
Aaron
like, he ain't a
Rodgers
family
fan.
man. I was just gonna say that's why.
He's from California. He's from like near where Mark lives, like in Sacramento or somewhere, San Francisco
Sacktown.
area.
That's funny.
Yeah, but he's a cool guy on field. Might be humble. My uncle loves him. My uncle's a big Green Bay fan. You know what I mean? And my mom lives
Right.
in Madison now, so I have nothing against him. But on field, he's cool. But off field, he's just a dickhead. That's how most people are.
Yeah, there's a lot of celebrities. You can't always judge them by what you think they are, I
Yeah,
guess.
but you can't just kick out. You can't just disconnect your mom and your dad from your fam. Like they made you, bro. You know what I mean? Not like I get if something happened, like if they point a knife in your face on GTA. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he could be mad at him and shit, but he should still at least keep contact with him.
But Aaron Rodgers is always going to be one of the top quarterbacks in my eyes. He's a good guy. Like you know what I mean? But I'm happy my Rams. It's funny how the Rams and Lions they traded quarterbacks. It's funny. Like you know what I mean? I love that shit.
That's funny.
It was the best thing to happen for both teams because you guys
Yep.
got a Super Bowl and we got a bunch of picks to rebuild.
Yeah.
That's how things work. You know what I mean?
Go Lions. I like both those teams. All right, guys. I'm
Yeah,
gonna get off
be
here,
good.
guys.
Right
But
on, man.
but thanks for coming on, guys. Have a great
Thanks.
day. Again, I might be on tonight. If not, I'll be on in the morning. I'll let you do a final. I want to see the final.
That's right.
Woo! That was a good rip. Good one to end on.
All right, boys.
Awesome,
You guys have a good
guys.
day.
You guys have a
Bless,
great
be
day,
safe.
guys. Peace
All
out,
right.
guys.
Right on.